fucking rounds.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Defend Your Units. JohnnyKpicks here with my co-host Cody from Blood Money MMA Bets. We are still back and forth with Bulgarian versus Rodriguez, and we got a special guest here. We got Maestro MMA in the house. So if you don't know who Maestro MMA is, go to the description below, click the link to his Twitter, and you can find out all of his stuff there. And he has Patreon as well, so check that out too. So how we doing, boys? Cody, I don't care about you. Maestro, how are you doing today?
Dude, can't complain. It's a Friday. We got fights tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I'm pumped to be here. Appreciate it. Excited to get going.
Right on. Cody, how you doing today? How's work? How's life?
Tired, boss. I'm tired. I got off the plane last night. I got home at like 7 something. Then I had to freaking basically go right to sleep so I could get up at 3:30 in the morning and go to work. And then went to work. Now I'm here. I'm ready to break down some fights again and see what's changed, man. It was a weird weigh-in day today.
Yep.
You know, a lot of
a few people missed weight.
A lot of different stuff. Some people didn't look as big as maybe people thought they was gonna look.
Some people wear shoes, some people don't.
Well, we'll see. Maestros like these, but we better go ahead and do it.
Like, God, I'm just trying to talk fights, guys.
No, it's all good. I love the back and forth.
Yeah, but let's see who's in the chat here real quick, and then we'll get started for it. We got Justin in the house. What's up? Tailgating time. Let's go. I love it. I love tailgating.
Justin.
We got Dennis in the house. Danny Silva, Moneyline.
How about now?
How about now?
I don't know.
Where we at here, Johnny? Yeah, we're here. We're live. We always like to get the momentum going here. We got Ryan Jordan in the house. What's up? First round of Chewies are on me after Ty gets the win tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go, Jaden.
We got Jaden in the house too. Our guy, what's up? He's defending time. Yes, sir. We were defending backstage for a while. Me and Cody.
Johnny was. I get it. The Michelle Pereira fight was a good call, but we didn't get to see the 3 rounds of what would happen.
Maybe we don't see 3 rounds in this one too.
The worst thing about it though is we don't. It's still.
I know who's more dangerous.
Of what?
In the fight, I know who's more dangerous.
You don't know nothing, Jon Snow. How about that? You know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. We got Dixon Sider in here. What's up, Dixon? Mirror on the wall.
Dixon.
Who is the littlest of them all? Cody and Johnny are lightiest. I can't even read.
Jeez, Dixon. It's disrespectful. Coming in hot.
I'm taller than Cody. If that's
after all the winners we give you, Dixon.
And we got Glimbot in here. What's up, Glimbot? What's up, gentlemen? Let's jump right into it, boys and girls. We got 25 people in here. I'm sure they'll be coming in after work, all that good stuff. And it is going to be Chad Anheliger versus Grigrio. I can't even say that name. Maestro, start it off for us.
Yeah, man. I'm actually pretty excited for this fight because I got Chad Anheliger at decently good underdog odds. I think he's halfway decent purely because, he should put up a hell of a fight against Jose Johnson. I thought he arguably won maybe 1 or 2 of those rounds until he got subbed. I'm just not that sold on Charles Lampos. He knocked out Smotherman, who I didn't rate very high on Dana White Contender Series. And I just like to fade first-time Dana White, for first bouts for Dana White Contender Series fights, especially ones that end in the first round where you don't really get to see them, what they can do fully. I know he comes from Matt Serra, Longo Gym. Lives in New York. I'm a New York guy, but I have to take Chad Anheliger here. He's going to fight for your money. He's a dog. And so I'm decently excited for this first fight of the night, actually. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Right on. Cody, who do you like? Or what bets?
Yeah, man. No, actually, I don't mind what Maestro's saying. I had Anheliger wrote on my list to bet on it, honestly, at plus 170. And he just didn't make the final 5. But he got to the 10. He got to the 10 that I like. The only thing I really didn't like, something that kept me away a little bit, was the short notice. I don't like that because Grigori or Charles Lampos or whatever was supposed to fight somebody else. So he's coming in on short notice, and he's just, he's kind of like a littler guy, but he's well-rounded, and he's got good boxing. He's got power in both hands. He's got decent offensive and defensive wrestling, pretty good cardio. And when I watched Charles Lampos, he looked good in some of his fights, definitely in the first round. I seen him slow down a little bit in the second, but he was fighting such low level people that they slowed down with him and he was able to finish him. But watch him fight a guy that was like 3-5. And the dude, got beat up in the first round, kind of started doing some things in the second. It looked like Charlampo slowed down a little bit, but then he ended up taking him down, just beating him up. So not that confident in it. Like I said, I did want to bet him and then just, thought everything out. But I'm going to take Anheliger, and I'm going to say just his cardio and maybe even offensive wrestling will help him get the win.
Right on. Yeah, I'm going with Anheliger too. I wish I would have put a bet on him at plus 170. I just don't feel like doing it now. It's still plus 140. It's still plus money, but I just feel like I missed the boat, if you want to say. But it's just what's going to happen in round one. I think that's how it's going to play out. If it gets outside of round one, I think Anheliger is going to win this fight. Now, Gregorio is always dangerous. He's got the power, but he's just a striker. Like Anheliger can mix it up. He does have good boxing. He does have good footwork around the cage too. So, and he's durable and he's got good cardio. I do think he's the better guy with cardio. So I think this fight does go to decision. I like the overs in this fight, but yeah, Anheliger has a dog here too. I mean, with Gregorio, like I just think if you want to bet him, maybe just go by knockout. I think that's just his path to victory. I mean, he could win a decision, but I just don't see it. I think Anheliger is more so the decision winner here with the minutes and maybe even the takedown threat. So give me Anheliger to win by decision. I think he gets this one done. Let's see.
All three on the dog, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He also has more wins than Charlampo has fights. So like, it's just the experience level is, or amount of experience is next level.
Yep.
Dixon said the littiest, the most lit. That would be Cody. We got Darius. Get Darius. You are fantastic. I just want to say that. White boy, get me a bag for real. You're gonna get some bags over here, okay?
Sounds
disrespectful. We got John in the house. What's up, John? What do you guys think about the under? I mean, if you're banking on the under, it would just be Gregorio by knockout.
Helliger's really durable. He's only been submitted.
And
he's got like 5 or 6 submission losses, but
he's not gonna sub.
A lot of them were early on in his career. Yeah, he took some big shots from Jose Johnson. You know what I mean? And ate them, and Jose Johnson hits hard. He knocks people into seizures.
And he was twice as big as him too.
Yeah.
And the majority of those subs were like late into fights. Is when
right.
And so a lot of Anheliger's finishes are late in the fights too, like in the round.
He just grinds them out.
So
yeah. I think the over is
it did start out
unless you're on Charlampo's side.
Yeah. It did start out at 1.5, but then they moved it to 2.5. So now it's like a pick 'em minus 115 for over 2.5. So if I had to choose, I would probably do the over, but it's a little risky because that's
right when it'll happen too. Like
so
right at that time.
I mean, the under 2.5, if you're gonna do that, I mean, it's still risky though. I like the over 1.5. Let's put it that way. I bet Silva earlier in the week and just saw the weigh-ins, but I feel like I'm always against the guy who misses weight, so I don't mind going against the grain here. He'll be bigger. Yeah, I'm just worried about the cardio though. Maybe not that he's gonna gas, but we'll get.
He threw 205 significant strikes.
True, but maybe he slows down a little bit.
Maybe something was up or something.
That's true.
That weight in your first fight, maybe he's hurt. Sick.
Yeah,
it's not good. Usually, it ain't good. You know what I mean.
Lately, though, it's been working out in people's favor. Though I will say that.
Yeah.
But he's not a wrestler though, and he's not going to get wrestled by Kulabau. That's the thing. That like usually the people, if they're going to get wrestled, they miss weight a little bit, and it actually helps them out. So, or vice versa. Like they're the wrestler, they're going to be heavier. It helps them out. But this is a weird one where I'm like, it's not really going to help them out, or Silva out too much. Chad round 2 sub, round 3 sub. Yep, I like that. Or even just rounds. Just go round 2 or round 3.
Yeah, I like
Either
just
way.
round 3 or round 2 overall, just because it could be one of those ground and pounds where he looks for the sub, gets out of it, and then he's just hammer fisting him, and then they call it off.
Yep. Let's see. We got Fight Talk only in the house. What's up, Fight Talk? Hey, got off work. Happy it's Friday, and even happier to see my boys live. Let's go.
I just looked on Twitter because I was sharing our live show. Seen that Fight Talk gave me a tough fight to break down tonight.
Oh, he did. I lost last time, so I'm out for a couple weeks. Almeida.
See me, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm still in it.
Well, if I would have had the Pereira one, I would have won. So
give me, who do you think? Can you guys help me on this one? It's a tough one. So the fight he gave me, I'm gonna phone a friend.
okay.
Is Kennedy versus OSP. Who you got there?
Ooh, tough.
You had me. You had
Man,
me.
he gave you like a little layup. He's like, here you go. Soft toss.
Like your style fight talk. I'm still gonna break it down with the best of them though.
That's right. Ewans, what's up, man? Chad ain't winning in my opinion. All right. What you guys thought on Pantoja? Pantoja's gonna win because I love Pantoja. That's my
It's a good fight.
Yeah.
It's a good fight.
Good fight, though.
I always got to go Pantoja.
Pantoja is probably my top 3 favorite fighters.
I called this after
so,
yeah, his style.
Dude, once I saw him take Perez's back like that, like he didn't care. I'm like, oh, this. I mean, people were calling it beforehand, of course, but I was just like, that's when I was like, oh, this dude's, he'll be here for a while.
Let's go.
This is funny. Call me Todd Gurley in the hole, then I'm running, get money. I love it. Todd Gurley reference. Shout out to Todd Gurley.
Yeah,
gotta get Maestro on next week.
Mm-hmm. He does good work. He does great work.
Yes, sir. Under 1.5 minus 150 in the OSP fight. Man, I think that's a little risky, but we'll get there. It's just like a lot of those fights barely sneak over OSP, like especially in his fight. They barely sneak over and then he gets finished.
And Kennedy
barely.
So that's his Felipe Lins.
True.
It's true.
30 seconds done.
They both kind of like, but then like Kennedy gets
the under 2.5.
early.
I love though.
Yeah. What's that set at?
I think it's like minus 350, but still it's perfect parlay piece.
Right. Yeah.
Next fight we got going to be Corey McKenna versus Jacqueline Amorim. Who do you like, Cody?
Yeah, man. If I was in the betting girls still, which I do have a girl bet there. I don't have it yet, but I think I'm gonna have to break my rule for it. We'll see if I'm on like a 7-week winning streak when it gets there. We'll see. But in this one, man, I really like. Yeah, I really like Corey McKenna. To be honest, when I did the tape, she was like plus 120, plus 125. I'm like, what's going on with this line? Like, it doesn't even really make sense because to me, McKenna's going to have the better striking. Amorim, she's more of wanting to just wing some big ass punches and then shoot a takedown or pull guard. And Corey McKenna's got her striking actually looked a lot better against Felismus than it had against like Elise Reed. And then she's got good wrestling herself and she's got good jiu-jitsu. So unless Amorim comes out and can just take her down and sub her in the first round, which I highly doubt that, then I feel like McKenna's going to win. I feel like especially after the first round, anytime it's on the ground, McKenna will be on top. I think she can stay safe. And if she's smart and just tries to use her alpha male wrestling to keep this fight standing, she can definitely just piece up Amorim, in my opinion. So I like McKenna, man. I feel like she's going to kind of control where the fight takes place, and she's going to have the better striking, better cardio too. So give me Poppins for the win.
Right on. Maestro, who do you like?
Yeah, man. I'm going along with Cody. What Cody said, man. I have Corey winning this one. I have a bet on her. I got her my own bet at plus 115, but then
Nice.
Of course I tried to track it. It was already down at minus 110, so that's what the people get. So that's what I'm tracking it at. But yeah, I just think Corey McKenna, she's just tougher. She's shown in the past that she'll fight through stuff. She'll weather through things. I know people are like, oh my God, she's still like, her arms are so short. Her reach is so like, she doesn't have a long reach, but it's like, that's been every single fight she's had. And she's in the UFC. So I think the reach is a wash. And Amorim, just when I saw her pulling guard after the first round, it just worried me. I mean, her win against Ruiz, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, that shows me nothing. She shouldn't. I don't know how that woman is still in the UFC. I mean, good for her. She's still getting paid. But yeah, I just think Corey's going to have the gas to push. Has the wrestling background at alpha male. I don't know what type of women's wrestling they're really getting down at ATT for Amarin. So I'm with McKenna on this one, especially when I got it at plus money. At these current odds though, I'm not betting it as a money line. I think this fight will go to the second or third round at least. I think Corey can, withstand any first round finishes, but I think Amorim's tough enough to stick around too.
All right on. What's up? What did I miss?
That's just cheers and
cheers.
EQ.
Yeah, wow. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. I got the Mexican Coke going on. Let's
Yeah,
go.
old fashioned. Let's go. It's Friday night old fashions.
I wish this wasn't a Mexican. I wish this was an old fashioned Coke,
Mm.
like 1920.
Had some Coke in there,
Real Coke, real deal Holyfield.
just like Chandler. But yeah, I like McKenna here as well. I do think I was going back and forth a little bit, but as the week is going on, I'm liking McKenna more and more. But I totally missed the line, so I can't bet this at minus 170, 175. I think it's going to be closer than that. But anybody who got McKenna at plus money, great job, or even a pick 'em, great job. I just think she's just a little bit more polished right now. Amora might be more dangerous, but I just think McKenna can survive. And I just don't trust Amoram's cardio, obviously. But other than that, I think McKenna is small with the reach disadvantage. So either way, like I just like McKenna more. I think she can get the takedowns, especially later in the fight. And on the feet, I mean, she can get inside the pocket and land some good shots too. So Amoram's striking isn't all that great or technical. So I mean, she can throw some bombs early, but that's about it. So give me McKenna to win. I'm going to say by decision. I think this fight does go to decision. Or maybe in McKenna round 3 prop, you can maybe sprinkle in because maybe Amoram does gas. And then maybe she does get like a ground and pound knockout or something like that. And the ref just stops it from right there. So that's what I'm going with. I like it. We all did the same thing, right? Look at us.
Yeah.
It's 2 in a row, yeah.
Love
and
it.
Helliger and Poppins.
Right. Why aren't we betting ladies, Cody?
They're
Tell
so unreliable, man. All them fights, the lines are always
gonna cheat on you. Is that why?
The judges cheat, the women cheat. They fight too close, man. They fight too close, and it's just like
if you're not dangerous, then it's like it's gonna be close.
Yeah, you can't cap women's MMA and men's MMA the same at all. Like
Yeah,
it's a total different set of factors, in my opinion.
Yep. Like even the like, dude, I thought the one what was her name? The big Canadian girl I thought beat Mercedo.
Jasmine?
No, the other one, Jamie Lynn Horth. Like I thought she beat her, whatever, Masato, but like they just all the fights, all of them fight so close, you know.
And they're debatable. And you're like,
it's hard for one girl to really dominate another usually. So it's like,
which is usually the top like 5 girls in each division.
That's why if you just go with that like underdog thing, but I think it's like in flyweight this year because my dude Dylan on my Patreon, he posts like all the records of like underdogs and favorites, who's won and whatever, and I believe it's like flyweight women's are like 5-0 or something like that.
Oh wow,
where they were before last weekend or something. It's something like that.
Good
nice.
to know.
Maybe it's strawweight, but then there's like welterweights where it's like half and half on favorites and underdogs covering.
Okay,
there's like a whole bunch of different cool stuff.
That's cool info.
Yeah,
you
so
got
you're
Aussie
making
Fight
money
Fan
there if you're betting dogs.
True.
Yeah.
Got Aussie Fight Fan. What's up, man? From Twitter, he said, "Let's go, fellas.
Ooh.
There's a few plus 700 sub props in this card worth taking a stab at. Yeah, throw them in the chat.
Definitely.
Throw them in the chat. We got Pink
Let's
Floyd.
hear
What's
him.
up, Pink? I joined. Oi. I joined in the nick of time. Hit Poppins as a dog. Did not think the line would move this much. Yeah, you got a good line then, for sure.
Pink Floyd's the women whisperer in the MMA betting, so
Yes, he
he knows
is.
what he's talking about.
Got I Am Saturday from Twitter. What's up, man? He said, good luck, boys. Good luck to you,
What
man.
is up, man? Appreciate you coming out.
Priscilla catch a cheating.
Yeah, she's trying.
Pink Floyd. Is that Hardy one?
That's debatable, Pink Floyd.
I gotta say, I agree, but that's just me.
She got
Throwing it out there.
She got beat up in second, third.
Next fight we got is Thiago Moises versus Mitch Ramirez. I'll start this one. I'm going with Moises. I just think he has a clear, crazy advantage on the mat, and I do think he is a little bit smaller. I did see that.
I told you that dude was huge. Going to be huge. Remember
you're
that?
Right.
That dude's huge.
But
55er.
Moises is a beast on the mat, and he's going to take this fight to the mat. He's not like a dumb fighter or anything like that. So I'm not saying he's going to get dusted on the feet or anything, but he's going to have to take this fight to the mat and drag this out a little bit, maybe into round 2 to get this get him a little bit tired. Ramirez, he did take this fight on short notice too. So I think Moises wins this fight, but if he can't get those takedowns though, he may lose this fight. I'll be honest. So. The longer the fight goes, though, I do favor Moises no matter what, whether he doesn't get takedowns or not. So give me Moises to win. I'm going to say by submission, second round. Just Ramirez didn't, like, other than power punching, like, he just doesn't look all that great. I'll be honest. What about you, Cody?
Yeah, it's a tough. It's not really a tough fight to call. Like I like Moises because he has good striking defense. He's got decent power, like decent striking. He's not really knocking nobody out, but he's like fast and crisp. Then he's got pretty good wrestling, and then he's got the world class jiu-jitsu. This Ramirez, though, man, it's like a tough fight to call because he's a big dude and he's only throwing heat. He's only trying to knock you out the whole time, and he's not that technical, but he throws heat with both hands, man. If he catches you with either one of them, he's gonna hurt you. And like I said, he's a super big dude. He's got decent wrestling, but we haven't seen it against anybody like Thiago Moises, so that's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna go with Moises here. You got Ramirez on short notice going up against a perennial like top 20 guy that's got all the experience in the world. It concerns me. We've seen Moises get hurt. We've seen him get finished on the feet. Like Joel Alvarez was able to hit him with some big shots and get him out of there. Benoit Saint Denis was able to beat him up really bad. I believe that was his last fight, right? Or did he get Giago?
It was.
No, so he got killed there. He got killed in that fight. So I don't know where his confidence and stuff's at, but I'm going to take him. I'm going to take Moises, but I'm not as confident as a lot of people. But yeah, I'm going to take Moises in this. I think at some point he gets him down and takes that neck.
Okay, Maestro.
Yeah, I think Thiago wins this bet, but Mitch Ramirez might be one of my favorite new fighters. Nothing to do with his fight style, purely because of his
fight
name.
stalker.
Instead of the Night Stalker from the the serial killer. I think that's hilarious. So he's up there with one of my new favorites, just in terms of character. But yeah, I think Moises has him covered in all ways, other than just pure size and power, I guess. But like, I think Thiago's going to look like the best he ever has. Like, he must have been training with Poirier, who was just fought last weekend, because he just fought Benoit Saint Denis. They're at the same camp. So like, I just think he's going to look good. He works at ATT. Like, I was just ragging on them for the women, but I think their striking is great there with the guys. So it always surprises me when I see Moises is only 28 years old. Like, he's my age, but like, I feel like he's been in the UFC forever. So
yeah.
I mean, good on him. He must be making good money, because dude gave Islam a tough fight. Like, he knows how to wrestle, and he's a world-class BJJ guy. So obviously I had to take the over 2.5, because I just had to do it at plus 170. I think, like Cody was saying, he's so big, Mitch Ramirez, that I think he can maybe fight off a couple of submissions. And it's kind of a little parlay, kind of Hail Mary piece that I put in there. Just, I think, things go crazy, and he might use the size just to weather out a 30-27 loss. So I'm going Moises.
Right on. We're 3 for 3.
That's cool.
Either that's really good or really bad.
I'm going to say it's really good. I'm keeping the good vibes. Keeping the good vibes here. We're all going to win. We'll get some money. We're all doing good.
Get the money.
That's right. Justin said, can only cap a woman fight when they're in the kitchen. Yeah.
Wow, man.
I got nothing.
You got nothing for that.
Boys is by submission. Yes, like it. Ramirez is bigger to say he can't rock him for being bigger and stop Moises' takedowns. He could. I just don't think he's going to be able to all fight.
I think he's going to be slower. And Moises could even take his back just off the cage, like kind of like.
Yeah.
But if they stay standing the whole time, dude, that dude throws hammers.
I don't mind the Moises by KO at plus 460, because everyone's like, oh, he's going to sub him. He's going to sub him. Like, what do you think? Ramirez is probably going to be fighting the choke. And so maybe Moises says, screw it. I'm just going to, hammer this guy out.
When he has him flattened.
And that's how the bookies would win this fight against everybody, I think, is everyone's like, Moises sub, instead of just going with maybe the TKO.
That's a good look. All right, next fight, a little bit of controversy here maybe. We got Josh Culibao versus Danny Silva, and I'll have you start this one, Maestro.
Yeah, man, another fight I'm excited for this on this card. I think Josh Culibao, he's a tough dude. He's going to get after it in every fight. He's got solid striking, can wrestle, and has okay Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I don't think he's a world beater. I don't think he's going to crack the top 20, but he's a solid fighter. I think he's a little soft to the body. Seen some people say that on Twitter and on YouTube this past week, but I think that's true. Jalen Turner showed that. And I think Lerone Murphy did too as well from what I was watching. He hit him with a good shot to the head and to the body. And I was liking Danny Silva, man, especially in the first round in his Dana White Contender Series fight, but he kind of went into autopilot mode in that second, third. Autopilot or whatever you want to call it. Like, he just kind of kept waiting forward. He took shots and he threw in good shots himself, but he's just like, I didn't see the cardio that I wanted to from him, especially. I get he probably had an insane just amount of rush, adrenaline push from Pacheco not getting out of there. That was insane. And I did not like how Silva looked on the scale. So I'm going to go with Coulibaugh in this one, even though Silva is live, especially if he looks better tomorrow. But I can't take a debut fighter who missed weight and looked like he was on death's door. So I'll go with Coulibaugh by third round or decision.
Right on. I like that bet. I'm going to look at that right after I tell Cody to check. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good fight. I think Silva's going to be a good prospect going forward. This is a tough ask for your debut. You know what I mean? To get a guy that's been in the UFC and not only been in the UFC, but fought some really good competition in the UFC. Charles Jourdain, Lerone Murphy, Sungwoo Choi. Like he's fought a lot of people, man. And I like his versatility here. Like Danny Silva's a tough kid, dude. He has a sick left hook too. Like he has a sick jab and a sick left hook. And I've seen him hurt a lot of people early on in fights with that. But he really only boxes. But dude, he boxes with throwing. He landed 206 significant strikes versus Pacheco. That fight was a dog fight. That's top 5, Dana White Contender Series fights ever. Like them dudes went at it, and he hurt Pacheco in like the first minute. Like Maestro said, tried to get the finish and still ended up like it looked like. And then towards the end of the first round, Pacheco started tearing him up a little bit. And it looked like Silva was gonna, maybe gas. When you try to finish somebody and then you don't get it, and then the dude's throwing 50 shots back because that Pacheco's a dog too, and Silva just sacked up, dude, and kept fighting back like a dog. So he's a dog. He's a junkyard dog, but he's just like one dimensional. And this is very, very early in his UFC career to be getting a dude that like Coulibaugh, who has an excellent kicking game. He's switching stances. He's doing a lot of stuff. The only thing that sucks, like that would keep me off of betting Coulibaugh here, is that I like Silva because I like his style. Like he's tough. Like you can see it in his face, dude. Like he's just got a mean look on. He's just going to work. The thing that kept me off of betting Coulibaugh, I'm going to pick Coulibaugh, but like I don't like the small cage with this because like Silva's not going to give him a lot of room to be kicking and stuff like that because he's a boxer and he's right in your face. He has crazy forward pressure, so he's not going to be really giving Coulibaugh like tons and tons of space to move. But yeah, Coulibaug's a dog too, man. Like he's tough as shit. He's gonna fight you tooth and nail too. So give me Coulibaugh. I like his versatility. I like his experience and all that. But this fight's gonna be a dog fight, dude. Like especially if it just goes to decision and these dudes are fighting for 3 rounds, it's gonna be a fight. Like I don't think that anybody can get in a fight with Silva and not like it end up being just like a dog fight because he's so tough and his forward pressure makes you just fight him in a box. So that worries me. And throwing 200, like Coulibaugh doesn't throw a ton of stuff either. You know what I mean? He does throw some heat, but like if you watch him fight like Melsik Bagdasaryan, he was just kind of getting pieced up, wasn't really doing anything. And then Melsik fell basically off a kick, and then he just took his back choke out. So give me Coulibaugh, but not a ton of confidence there at all.
Yeah, we'll make it 4 for 4 here. I'm on Coulibaugh as well. I just like he's a little bit more diverse in his striking, like you said, Cody, with his kicks. And Silva's tough. He's going to be marching forward as much as he can with his boxing, but I just think Coulibagh's like footwork and keeping the fights at range are really good. And then if this fight does, for whatever reason, get to the ground, I do think he's going to have a little advantage. But I mean, he's not known to like shoot for takedowns or anything like that. But like I said, if he slips or whatever happens against the cage or something, maybe he can take the back or something crazy. So give me Coulibaugh to win. So the weight miss for Silva does worry me a touch.
But he missed by 3 pounds, right? This is the last look. This is the best part of the show because now we got more information.
Yeah, it was like I think he weighed. Yeah, I think it was 3 pounds
or something like that.
Yeah, it was the worst. It was the worst out of all the misses. Let's put it that way.
All these Contender Series dudes missing weight too. What was the other dude that fought Siri Cedi? Ramon Tavares.
He missed bad.
Yeah, they come in like 5. Still rewarded him with the split decision win.
I know.
Like the dude
I had a CD ticket.
I'm so pissed. If never mind.
I think CD won personally, but
because he did.
he did. But
Some genuine fourth, King Freud.
Well, that one we can debate. But give me Kulabau to win. I think this one goes the over. I like all the overs in this fight. I think this fight does go to decision. The Kulabau round 3 decision prop is -105. I think that's a good look for Kulabau. Because maybe Silva does gas out a little bit more because of the weight miss in the 3rd round. Because he's tough as shit. Like, I just don't see a first or second round knockout. It's going to have to be like, just because maybe he's injured or he just doesn't have anything left and his body just gives up, like something like that. But yeah,
it's going to be a dog fight. It's going to be a dog fight.
Love the overs, like I said, and give me Kulabau to win this one by decision. Let's see what the chat says. We got White House trolling here. What's up, man? Sorry I'm late. What's good, fellas? Appreciate you coming out.
Still made it. Still made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silva by decision is 3-1 is my hot take. Okay.
And
I mean, I do think it's gonna go to decision. So,
dude, I'm telling you,
win
like,
the first 2, but that'd be
watch. It's that first round could be real risky. Like his left hook early is mean, dude.
He's
ready for it.
He's a Golden Gloves boxer. Like he's legit. Like he's Cub Swanson's protege. Like,
and Cubs raises he's got Hoffa in there then. So Hoffa and him, there's 2 tough dudes.
Yeah,
he hasn't fought for a while. Hoffa's a tough dude.
He's Who Hoffa? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were saying Cub.
Cub's getting a nice little tough ass dude. Little Jim there.
Yeah,
I know. I like it. Yeah, and he's being their manager. He's hopefully he'll end it soon because when he fought Jonathan Martinez, I was like, please God, end this fight.
But then he came back and who did he beat? Dawoodu? Because he went back up to 45. But
I don't know how.
He didn't. Yeah, dude, judges' decisions, dude, cost so much money.
Yep. I remember that one too. I like the split here. Maybe before the weigh-ins. I just don't think there's going to be a split one way or another now.
Dude, if he throws 200 significant strikes this time, though, Kulabau's going to be toasted, dude.
When you have 2 red flags.
But he's going to be moving, though. He ain't standing in the pocket like Angel did, or what? That's his name, right? Or Pacheco, whatever.
Pacheco, who's fighting an Irish guy, my Irish brethren. I forget his name.
Oh.
Yeah. And Pacheco's a pretty big underdog.
That little dude, the Kalen.
Yeah, Lochran.
Yeah, Lochran. There you go.
Yeah, the one who was flipping off the Frenchman in Paris. Yeah.
Interesting thing. Justin says PFL might take a point away.
Yeah, they do, and they should in the UFC too.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, a lot more people would either be calling their fights off, or they would be. Unless you're just some knockout dude in the first round, I'll come in 5 pounds over every time.
Yeah, or like it's not a win, it's a no contest or something. Like it's a draw or something.
Right.
If the other guy
or
wins.
You lose split. If it goes to split and you miss weight, you lose the split regardless. Because you should never get like the nod on a super close fight if you came in overweight.
No.
But let's see. It's Friday, Cody. Let's have a good night. There we go.
Let's go. I knew you were still there, Pink Freud. I knew you were still there.
Next fight we got here is going to be Ode Osborne versus Filho. I can't even say it. I want to say Fialho, but it's not. So I'm trying to say that it's Filho.
Tough Portuguese names.
You're up.
Yeah, so obviously this is going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be somewhat of like a barn burner because you got Ode, who's going to come out fast and hard in the first round. Got straight punches, pretty crisp, good kicks, good knees, decent offensive and defensive wrestling, but he does a lot of stuff that can get him taken down just by doing spinning stuff, flying stuff. He doesn't have good fight IQ. I mean, just look at the Tyson Nam fight. I guarantee a lot of people in the chat lost money on him just like me because he wanted to do a jump knee from 12 foot away and just get his head knocked off. But he's pretty well rounded. He's very fast, very explosive. But when you're fast and explosive like that, you pay for it. And he always slows down, man, as the fight goes. And he also always makes mistakes, like against Brian Kelleher and different fighters, like Manal Cape. When he hits him with a big flying knee, then he gets knocked out with one. When he fought Brian Kelleher, he just puts himself right into a guillotine. He's been guillotined 3 times. He's been KO'd twice. I mean, he's been subbed 3 times. He's been KO'd twice. And I don't know, man. Once he starts slowing down, especially if he has to grapple, man, he just looks terrible. And he kind of looks for a way out sometimes. And Filho, if anything, we know he's a dog. You seen what happened last fight with Barras, where he took them body shots, man, that would have finished most people. Like, another fighter on this card that got up kicked to the liver from somebody, from the girl that was on the bottom, dude, and she was just done, laid down, was done. This dude got hit in the liver like 4 hard times, dude. Like, it was close to being over, but Barres is a beast striker too. And the second time that he got knocked down with the body shot, when the ref told him to get up, he got up and he just went flying at Barres, through like an 8-punch combination, hit him with a good punch, and then took him down. And then within 30 seconds, the arm triangle. And Barres is a beast, man. That dude's pretty good. No one ever really did that to him like that easy. But if you even look against Makayev, he came in on short notice there, had a grappling match. They had decent striking, and then he hits him with the knee bar in the 3rd round, and then ends up putting all of his strength in that squeeze. And I don't know how Makayev got out of that. And he gets out and he's just gassed. Like I said, short notice, did all that. Late in the 3rd round, Makayev gets the win. But that Barres fight was nice. Also in the Contender Series, you see he's got good wrestling, and it's not that he's just going to hit you with a clean power double, take you down, but he'll grab you, clinch you against the cage, try to take you down. If you try to like escape and take off, he'll follow you across the ring and just keep trying to chain wrestle you to the ground until he gets you to the ground. He's persistent. And then he's got good striking. Like you've seen on the Contender Series, he was able to hit Echeverria with a hook in the 3rd round, a left hook, finish him in a good fight. He's got a win over Vinicius Salvador outside of the UFC by TKO in the 2nd round. So the dude's got a good ground game. And that's always been O'Day's problem. So in this fight, I got Feelho, whatever. Now you got me messed up, Johnny. You're on mute too, Johnny. You're all over the place.
I'm just whatever. It's all good.
All right. Okay.
Feelho. That's what I said.
Feelho. But the thing is like, he's tough. He's durable. He's been subbed twice early in his career, which is crazy because he does got good jiu-jitsu, and the dude's a junkyard dog. So he's going to have to survive a tough first round, right? O'Day is going to be throwing some kicks and punches. He's going to be fast, man. He's going to be a little faster than Feelho. But it's in the small cage, which should help Feelho track him down easier, get some clinch time, and just try to get some takedowns, man, and just do like what Azu did last fight. Now, I'm not saying this kid is Azu, but he's still decent. He's strong. He's persistent. And he's got good enough striking to stand with O'Day and not get knocked out. And then once he gets his wrestling going at any point in this fight, like I feel like especially as O'Day slows down in that 2nd or 3rd, he's going to get him out of there. So I like Feelho by submission. You can't make like you – if I feel like if O'Day gets taken to the ground once, it might be over for him because you can't make no mistakes. And O'Day's got terrible fight IQ. Like I said, you were gone, Johnny. I brought up the Tyson Down fight. Sure, you lost money on that. Yep, we all did.
Yep.
So you can't trust that. It's like my dumbass trusting freaking Kevin Holland last week again. Motherfucker. But it was
I stopped betting Kevin Holland fights just because of that reason. Like that's why.
But I was gonna have Jailton. I'm glad I didn't bet him because I switched my pick. Like I said, I had Blades at plus 165, and then like the fight got called off, but yeah, man, give me Fiallo by finish. I think he subs him at some point in this fight. He could even TKO him because he's got power in his hands. But give me him by finish then.
Right on. Maestro, what do you like?
I got to go with Feelho as well. I think Jafel, he's got underrated striking, like Cody was saying. Like he knocked out Vinicius Salvador, who's not any joke on the feet. He's slick on the feet. And then I think what's his name? Echeverria, he's a solid dude. Like people came in, like he was a big favorite against Feelho. And I just think, like Cody was saying, O'Day's fight IQ is tough. Like he's dangerous in the 1st round, but he lets himself, like there's openings, there's gaps, so he's going to throw crazy shit, and he's going to leave his chin exposed. And I think Feelho is no joke on the feet either. And so if O'Day doesn't respect him, I think Feelho could also catch him on top of subbing him. I just think once this gets out of the 1st round, it's all Feelho. It's just going to be downhill for O'Day. I like the guy. He seems like a really nice dude. He's pretty interactive on Twitter. But I don't know. I think the hay's in the barn with him. So I'm going to go with Jafel. But I'm going to be a contrarian and say by TKO because I got that at plus 500. But I also parlayed the under 2.5. So I think
there you go.
The under 2.5 is a solid parlay piece if that's not been hammered to minus infinity or whatever.
It's actually not even that bad. I like the under 2.5. I even like the fight doesn't go the distance. The under 2.5 is minus 210. And the fight doesn't go the distance is minus 280. I think both those are great spots in this one. But I'm also on Feelho as well. Surprise, surprise. We're 5 for 5.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, we've seen O'Day use a lot of his wrestling lately, and I don't think he should use any wrestling here because if Fialho gets his fight to the mat, whether he's on his back or whether he's on top, he's gonna sub O'Day eventually at this point. So O'Day's gonna probably want to keep this fight on the feet, but I think Fialho eventually is gonna be able to get this fight to the mat somehow, some way, and he's gonna be way better, and he's gonna get that sub. And O'Day always slows down as the fights go on. Always, he's always gonna be live though in the first round, but I mean, this fight might not even see round 2 because the last time Fialho fought didn't see round 2, and it was crazy for the first like 2 or 3 minutes. So that's why I love the unders in this fight. I think both guys are going to go for it, and one of them is going to get finished, and I just think it's going to be O'Day getting finished. So give me Fialho to win. I'm going to say by submission. Like I said, love the unders in this spot. I think they're appropriately priced, like you can for good parlay pieces, and they should hit. But let's see what the chat says here. Jaden says, hard to go O'Day here. I agree. So when PFL would take a point for a miss, I still try to bet the dog because it was plus 3.5. Yeah, I can see that.
Right.
Thanks, Cody. You got me a Mark Coleman signed card for part of the quiz. He's an actual hero. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. From my home city too,
that
man.
was crazy. That went like totally viral. Like,
yeah.
Like my girlfriend, who's not into MMA at all, was like, "Did you hear about this Mark?
Did you hear about
Coleman
these
guy?"
UFC fighters?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I had no idea.
No.
Yeah,
got to take a stab at round 2 or 3 sub. I like that. We got Artem in the house. What's up, Artem? Be careful,
up,
Johnny
Artem?
K. Guys, he can see the future, but he keeps it a secret.
Yep.
Let's hold it tight.
Dude, what time is it down on? Like, Artem's a New Zealand guy or something, right?
It's
he's,
like noon on Saturday.
There you go.
It's crazy time change.
He's the one that can see the damn future. Let me know what the fights look like in 12 hours.
He's already in Saturday.
Yeah. He's down in Lord of the Rings.
In 12 hours, it'll only be like 5 in the morning here, and it'll be midnight in New Zealand. So let me know what happened so we can beat this system.
Everyone pronouncing this guy's name. Well, everyone pronouncing this guy's name this week. I called him Andre today.
All right, Fialho.
Fialho submission. I like that by armbar. Okay, I can see that. Fialho inside the distance. I like that bet a lot. Mark Coleman was brought up in my local radio station in New Zealand. There you go.
He's a New Zealand guy.
I donated to his GoFundMe. Everybody should do that too.
That's true.
Make you feel good and it'll bring you good karma and luck.
Good vibes. It's 1 p.m. Saturday. See, I was close. I said noon, but
nice. So in 12 hours, let me know how them fights went.
That's right. All right. Next fight here. Before we get to that, we are about 250 people on a Friday night. So definitely hit the like button for us if you're on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed or followed us on Twitter, go ahead and do that as well. All the links are below in the description. And yeah, we post all this content, do this every Wednesday and Friday night. So the next fight is Nunes versus Chandler, and it is my turn. Man, this is a crazy one. Chandler missed weight by 2 pounds, so actually 1 pound technically. But I'm still going with Chandler. I'm never gonna switch my pick anyways. But I still think she's way bigger. She's way tall. I did, but it was.
I just want to hear you talk her up. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me hear.
I'm not gonna talk her up that much.
No, talk her up.
No, but I'm going with Chandler because she is the bigger fighter here by like 6 inches, and it's crazy. And I think she'll be stronger. She's got the better wrestling, obviously, and the better ground game. But Nunes does have that power, that right hand power that she throws about 13 times in a fight, and that's about it. So she can land a bomb, and hopefully Chandler doesn't turn away and run on the other side of the cage again. But I'm gonna hope that Chandler goes for some takedowns and wins this fight. I think she can get it done as a underdog. I'm gonna say by decision. That's my take, and I know it's really vague and like straight to the point, but she's just the bigger fighter. She got a better ground game. Maestro, what do you like?
Yeah, I mean, you summed it up pretty well. I'm on. I also think I have to be on the Chandler side. Yeah, I swear we did not talk about this before.
No, we didn't.
You know, I mentioned it earlier in the show. I cap women's MMA a little different than men's, and one of the top things I cap with women's MMA is that size difference. Is when there's a massive size differential or strength differential. That is a massive factor, at least for me. And And I just think Josiane, like, she has a very long reach for her height. I'll give her that. It's just she's going to be getting towered over by Chelsea. And I know Chelsea's a track star in her last fight, but Norma Dumont and Josiane Nunes are on two totally different levels, man. Like, they are two different fighters. Like, Dumont is, I think, a legit featherweight, like, in this division. And the fact that Josiane Nunes is ranked number 8 is kind of embarrassing for that division. But that's here nor there. That's back to that fight. I just think Chandler's going to be too big. And, like, she's tough as nails. She's Stockton girl. Like, I wouldn't be putting too much money on her because, I mean, again, she showed in her last fight, not the best fight IQ. But, yeah, I got to keep the trend going with everyone picking the same. Unless Cody's got something else. I'm going with Chelsea.
I like it. Cody, tell me who the real deal Holyfield is.
You know who I'm going with, Chelsea Chandler. But I wanted to hear you talk her up because
I don't want to talk her up too much because I just don't think she's all that great, personally.
I mean, it's so weird, dude, because Nunes should be like, what, 5'4", 5'5"? Was she 5'2"?
Oh, she's 5'2".
She doesn't have a neck. That's the weirdest fucking thing. It's a head fucking sitting on shoulders, dude. Like, look at the face off, bro. She ain't got, that's crazy. So if she had a neck, she'd be like 5'5". Then it'd match her arm length because she does have a good reach. But yeah, man, really she throws. Yeah. It's just so weird. It's like she ain't got a neck. I don't know who else to, like, you know, but she don't have a damn neck. It's crazy. But she does throw power, dude, with both hands. The thing I don't like about her is her ground game, but we don't know too much about it. But I did see Ramona Pascual take her down in the first round, like, and control her for about 2 minutes there. And she's obviously not known as, you know, like some crazy grappler or nothing. But she does. She throws best. Right. She's but Nunes, man, she throws heat with both hands, and she's got pretty good cardio, and she's got really good toughness. She's got really good durability. You've seen in that Zara Farron fight where she took some really big shots in that fight and gave them back. But Chandler, you know, they're both lefties. They're both like, so that's going to take certain stuff. But they're both just looking to throw heat with their left. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Chandler lines up a straight left. She's got a pretty good clinch in most of her fights, like regional fights, even against Stolyarenko. You know, she showed pretty good wrestling, good takedown defense, and good jiu-jitsu, ground and pounds, crazy. So it's like a weird fight. So if it's on the feet, right, Nunes, like, I actually think that this fight finishes, dude, because I think Nunes could catch her on the feet with some really big shots. The reason that Dumont didn't really finish her, even though she cracked her a couple times, she kept grappling her. Like, Dumont kept taking her down, and just, like, she probably had, I bet, like 7 minutes of control time or something in that fight. But when they were standing, they were landing some big shots, but Chandler landed some big shots too. So I feel like Chandler's going to be more hittable on the feet, and she's going to have to get this fight to the ground. And if she gets the fight to the ground and gets on top of Nunes, dude, she's going to pound her out or submit her. She's like a purple belt from Gracie with the Diaz brothers and Gracie. And they don't, like, that's a black belt in most people's gyms. You know what I mean? Like, it takes you so long to get one.
Legit.
Yeah. So, like, purple belt's good. And she showed it against Stolyarenko because Stolyarenko snuck a takedown in right away, dude. And even got an arm bar, did her whole thing. And Chandler just reversed it, got on top, you know, and eventually pounded her out. But give me Chandler. No bets on it. I like her as a dog, but it sucks she missed weight. But anytime this is standing, dude, she's going to be taking shots because she don't got no head movement really, and she's just like she's hittable. You see him Dumont, she took off running, and I think that Nunes might hit harder than Dumont.
Oh, you know? He definitely does for sure.
Tough fight. So, but give me Chandler. But like I said, I ain't in a girl betting business these days.
And there we go. So, are we 6 for 6? All of us?
6 for 6.
Yep. This is freaky.
I like it.
I think we'll have some. We won't go 10 for 10. I'll tell you that.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
I like for sure things. I like proven JohnnyK. That's all I'm saying. It's my style.
Do you know
Someone was very confident last week.
She used to be a blonde.
About somebody maybe gassing out, but didn't even happen.
It's crazy.
So we'll see if that happens again.
What's that?
Chelsea Chandler used to be a blonde. I'm looking at her Tapology photo. What?
Did she? Yeah, she
did not expect it.
Is that what you're saying? Smoking?
No, I was just like, I'm
Smoke show?
blondes, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But dude, she's 5'8". She's gonna be like 5'8", 150 in there. I think she's gonna be a big girl.
Yeah.
So
We got the bookie man here. I got to go to practice, but I hope y'all got my boy Mere shit round 3 or decision. There you go.
Shit.
Appreciate you coming out, the bookie man.
What up, the bookie man? We appreciate you, bro. Every time you come out.
Like Chandler sub round 2 and 3. Those are crazy odds. But you got the under at 2.5 at plus 115. Not a bad look. I like it.
Yep. So GM3, I got him too.
Maestro, you look like Mac Miller, but alive. Matt says.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Adds up. Yeah.
Josiane Nunavidez. Dimensions didn't look so bad in the face-off. Josie might smash through Chandler before she can clinch. She could.
There's a possibility.
I do think the dimensions look pretty bad, though, because she's clearly 6 or 7 inches taller. There's a whole head. Yeah. There's a whole head.
Well, it's really just more of a neck. It's a whole neck between them because...
Well, it's a neck and a head difference because it's literally this much difference.
Yep.
The head.
She's a big girl. She's a big girl, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bigger than Johnny. Taller, anyways.
Please. Come on, man. I'm 5'9". You know that.
You can't be talking too much shit about Chelsea. She'll come find you.
No,
she'll just run away. What are you talking about?
That's true. She lives. That's true.
Chandler sub.
There we go.
750. Let's go. Okay, I like it. Let's go.
Right.
Chandler's the female version of Lenny from Mice and Men. I think that's kind of true.
Oh man.
Saba's in the house. What's up, Saba? He's made it. Let's go.
Let's go, Saba.
Did you guys see that they were giving Usyk a title shot? Yeah.
Yep.
And in
right before
Pantoja all day, twice on Sunday.
They should have gave it to. Well, I mean, Cobb messed his whole thing up, dude.
Cobb fucked himself.
Yeah, he did. Did he like he missed weight, right? And
he said then he pulled out. Then he pulled out.
Sick, but
yeah,
that messed him up.
Saint Denis made weight, still fought, still excuses, but whatever.
Took that.
We got Dev in the house. What's up, Dev? Appreciate you coming out. Smash the mother effing like button. We got 288 people. Smash it. Smash it.
Smash it.
There we
go. Go. I like the unders for both for DFS. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not even going to respond to that. That's false. Chandler looked horrible. I think she looks. Never mind. Whoops.
You watch your mouth, Johnny.
I'm just going to pass.
Maestro said she looked good when she was blonde, so you watch out, Johnny.
Well, I just said I like blondes.
Yeah.
Oh. MMA Ricky's in the house. What's up, MMA Ricky? I got Chandler all day here. Huge size advantage. She's going to take her down and pound her out. I like it.
Yo, what up, Ricky?
Dev says Chandler will lose. Okay. Chandler is a brown belt now.
Oh,
there you go.
Which is like a 2-stripe black belt in most gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you coming out, Artem. You're gonna head off. Oh, I thought you were gonna go to bed. I'm like, wait, it's like 1 o'clock there.
Take a nappy nap.
He's got stuff to do. It's the middle of the day.
Fair enough. There will be blood. What's up, man? I have a bet on both Nunes KO 2-3 and Chandler sub decision. Okay.
I don't mind it.
Both these girls are horrible. Agreed. Saba
We're moving on.
Saba likes Nunes. Okay, we got Ice Viking working and lurking as always on a Friday night. Appreciate you.
Ice Viking in the house.
Chandler isn't taking this seriously, missing weight. It's a red flag. Yeah. Off a loss. Yeah.
Wait.
Just out of curiosity, what are your guys' worst bets so far this year? I got a lot of them. I'll tell you that. I know Cody's.
I mean, you got Malcolm Gordon or Johan.
I will never lose to a man named Michelle.
Man, he got lucky. There is no way that ever even happens, man. Because
I'm joking.
We needed to see who is the better fighter, man. But,
I'm joking. But still, that was funny that you said that, though.
I've been winning a lot lately, 5 weeks in a row. So I'm trying to think back. But no, it's Malcolm Gordon or freaking Johan Lioness, just because, you know what I mean?
I had a Lioness bet.
Terrible, and they fought terrible, and I had nobody to blame but myself for betting terrible fighters.
Yeah,
but Johnny kept messaging me. He's like, dude, did you bet Gordon yet? Line's going crazy. Did you bet Johan Lioness?
I bet the under 1.5 in that fight. I was very confident about that.
Of the under?
The under 1.5, yeah. It hit, but I didn't trust any of those MFers, tell you that. But let's move on up to the next one here. It's going to be Mike Davis versus Natan Levy, and I believe it's going to be Maestro's turn. Maestro.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I'm a big fan. There we go. I was about to say. I'm a big fan of Mike Davis. Like when he's on, like in the first round, second round, he's fun to watch. Dude. Like his Muay Thai is next level. Dude, as legit as it comes with the Muay Thai. It's just he's not very active. Like he's got great strikes, great kicks. He just fights once a year. In his interviews, he talks about how like he wishes he was a streamer full time, and he's like, kind of wish I was just streaming and coaching. And like I get it, but like this dude's super legit, and I think that's going to be the difference. Is that I just think he's at a much higher skill level than Natan Levy is. Like I think Natan is a little bit of a lay and pray type of fighter. He's going to get you to the ground, and that's where he wants to keep you. He's not going to really look for the sub or really look to cause that much damage. I think Davis has him covered here anyway, and I think that's indicated in the line with it being minus 500 right now. I have him in a parlay. I think right now it's too late, like especially at these odds. I can't trust Natan, who also rarely fights. And I'm not that impressed with him. But I just wish Mike Davis fought more because he's super exciting to watch. So I got Mike Davis. Natan's tough though, so it's probably Mike Davis by decision because he gets tired after 2 rounds and will probably lose the third and make everyone sweat it out.
Right on, Cody.
Yeah, I like Mike Davis too. I mean, I thought he was bigger, and I mean he's better everywhere in my opinion, but it looked like they were about the same damn size at face-offs, which was weird. They both had shoes on, and they got Natan Levy at 5'9", so either he's about 6 foot or I don't know. It's just weird, but yeah, man, Natan Levy, he's got decent striking. He's got like a karate background, so he's got decent striking. He's southpaw, and he's got his best weapons is that left kick to the body, and then he throws a fast left high kick to the head. But he's never really hit nobody with it and knocked them out with it. But he does have that weapon, and then decent offensive and defensive grappling. But that's when he's fighting other people that have like low level wrestling and grappling. He's going to beat them, but when he's going to fight Mike Davis, I just think Mike Davis has way crisper boxing. I think he has more power. He has better leg kicks. I think he's going to have the better wrestling. He's got excellent cardio. He's a dog. You've seen like in the Mason Jones fight and a couple other fights. Like he's a dog. Even Vyacheslav, like he had to go hard in that fight for 3 rounds. Vyacheslav, he took him down like 8-9 times. But yeah, man, I like Davis everywhere here. I think that he's going to land the harder shots. Natan Levy seems tough. I mean, he doesn't really. I've seen him like in the regional scene, almost get knocked out by Ben Lugo, I believe. Dude, he got cracked. I'm surprised he didn't get finished in the fight. It was actually crazy. But so he can get hurt, but he seemed pretty durable. So I'm going to say that Mike Davis just beats him up over 3 rounds, but maybe he could catch him. But give me Mike Davis by decision.
Yep, we're on the same page again. Mike Davis here. I think he's better everywhere. I like his wrestling more so, especially striking. I think he's got more power in his hands. Levy's really just not dangerous unless maybe he gets like some kind of submission on lower level guys, but he's not going to submit Mike Davis. I think he's very good everywhere. So I do like this fight to go over 1.5, over 2.5, all that stuff. But I mean, if there is going to be a finish, it's going to be on the Mike Davis side and probably later in the fight, I would say. Levy does slow down a little bit too as the fight goes on. We've seen him in the Valdez fight too. He does slow down a bit. But yeah, I think Davis will win at least the first 2 rounds. And then round 3 might be a little bit of a toss-up, but I think Davis gets this one done. So give me Davis by decision. That is the first leg of the ladder challenge bet. Was it bet number 2, right? Yeah, bet number 2 or step 2.
Step two of the ladder challenge.
Let's go. It's leg number 1, money line, Mike Davis. There it is. Saba likes Mike Davis by smash. I agree.
And he's a New Yorker, so I got to rep him. But
perfect. Love it.
Sure.
We got Kiwi in the house. Sure,
Kiwi.
Sure, Kiwi. Sure. Let's go. All right, I thought you had Dutch surname. Okay, you're talking Dutch over here. 1:30 MMA Tyler, what's up? Late to the party. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you coming out, Tyler, as always, man. Working hard in that gym. Does Levy drive a Chevy? I like her style. I see where you're headed up. Drive, yep. I see
Chevy to the Levy.
And I don't know if we mentioned that Levy did miss weight by a 0.5 pound.
Oh yes, he did.
And he looked awful on the scale.
Yep.
Like that was a bad cut. He was like doing one of these, like trying not to like
pass out
on the scale. So also another thing there.
Yep.
We got Lucas in the house. What's up, Lucas? Shout out JohnnyKpicks for winning our UFC 299 MMA fantasy pool last weekend. I won that, guys.
Nice.
Did you know that?
I did not, but that's amazing. That's awesome.
It is. Well, if you want to get into that, follow Lucas right there, creator of MMA Fantasy on Twitter, and you can get in the. I think he's doing one this week too. I'm already in it, so you just have to download his app. He made it, I guess, or he's a founder of it, and
Nice.
you could do it's kind of like Tapology a little bit, but they do points, like not as much points, but like the same kind of style. So
right. Yeah, that's
if anybody's
fun.
interested, check it out.
That's fun.
Definitely.
I'll probably definitely hit up Lucas for that. That sounds like
There you
a fun
go.
time.
I'll come in there and whoop Johnny's butt. That's what I'm gonna do.
Man,
Take over.
you probably could.
Dude,
I don't think you will.
I haven't put it in Tapology.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's why, because you don't put
I
in your
always
shit.
forget, dude. Always, dude. There's so much, man. I was in this other contest where picking fighters that I paid to get in, dude, and I would always forget. Luckily, his name's Sean Bitter. He would message me every day before. He's like, "Hey, man, just to let you know." But I would have forgotten.
Day before and day of. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I'm like,
We got Crystal in here. What's up, Crystal? Levy putting on a Sun
let's go. Sun
Tzu
Tzu.
trip.
The karate old
Looking
karate
weak.
shit.
Okay. My
Better
picks
not.
last week were off. I only had O'Malley right for the main card. Yikes. Ooh,
That was-
stop that.
Saba's been on O'Malley. I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Saba's been an O'Malley
Dude,
fan.
behind all that
Yes.
bullshit he has is he's a legit fucking
That
fighter.
motherfucker
Yeah,
can
he is.
strike.
Yeah, like
That motherfucker can strike. He
Yeah.
don't want to fight Ilya, but that dude can
Oh.
strike. Well, dude, Saba
He
would
just did that
cry
to
if
piss
them
off
two
Murat.
fought. Saba would lose his mind if O'Malley.
I know he would
Ilya
who he would
fought.
go for, though. It's all good. It's all
Oh,
good.
Ilya. A little nationalism.
Okay,
Okay.
you got it. You got to.
Okay.
Let's see. We got almost 300 people in here. So if you haven't heard of us, go ahead and follow us on Twitter and go ahead and hit that like button as well on YouTube. Give us a subscribe or follow on YouTube as well. Description below. Sorry, I am old fashioned in. So there you go. Art of War. Look at
there
you.
it is.
Look at that. Crazy. Let's see. Next one's going to be
Win
Gerald
this
Mearshart
match.
versus Brian Barberena and Cody. It is your turn.
Yeah. Weird fight. Another weird fight. Like, it just seems like Gerard should take him down and submit him, you know. But like, he doesn't really ever take anybody down. Like, his wrestling's not that good. But then Brian Barberena's coming up from 170 to 185, and his wrestling defense is terrible. So maybe like Gerard and his size advantage can finally use some wrestling and actually get a takedown. Because I think if he gets a takedown, he looked a lot bigger than Barberena today. I think if he can get a takedown, especially like take Barberena's back or anything, just neck anything, man, he's gonna put him out. I see that happening. Barberena, like I said, he's basically, you know, decent striker. He throws a lot of volume. He doesn't have crazy power, but he does have some power. I don't know if he's got enough to knock out Gerald. Like Mearshart's been knocked out by like Ian Heinisch and some people like that, but then he's had some decent fights where he showed some durability, like against Mahmoud Muradov. So you never really know what you're going to get. Both these guys are pretty unreliable. I'm going to say Gerard at some point, like he always does, will get this fight to the ground one way or another and get the submission. But if he can't, this would be just like kind of more of a boring kickboxing match. Like I've seen him with Eric Anders and a couple other people. So I just don't know if Barberena has enough power, you know, to actually put him out. So we'll see. I'm going to take Gerald by finish, by sub at some point. Probably third round. That's what he usually does. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's like plus 800, 900 range, I believe. So,
Yeah.
Maestro, who do you like?
Gerald. I always say Gerard because he looks like Gerard Butler, the fucking actor. So Gerald and Gerard go in my brain. I think
it goes
He's
either
got an
way,
interesting
right?
Name. Both Gerald and Mearshart, like it's an interesting name. Like,
Yeah.
Mearshart.
yeah.
Sharded.
Yeah, but I hate to break the streak, but I'm gonna have to go. I'm not gonna.
Bam Bam. You
I
going
have
Bam
to go
Bam?
Bam. Like
Okay,
I
let's hear
think
it.
possibly, man. Like
Wow,
like you
okay.
said, like Cody said, it's gonna be a weird fight.
Yeah.
And I like with a weird fight. I'm not taking Gerald Mearshart at minus 235, and I know you're not betting him at minus 235. That was just a pick, but betting wise, I have under 2.5. I think that's how I'm going to play this fight. I got that at minus 145. I think it's around minus 150, minus 160 right now. So I'd still hit that. I'd probably go up until minus 180, minus 190 on that one. I just think I don't know if Mearshart has the wrestling to get Barberena like down and keep him down. Like, yeah, Barberena got taken down a shit ton of times against Murdoch. Well, Murdoch didn't take him down 3 times and then just keep him there. He kept getting back up. Like, I don't think he's the best in the world. Like, I listened to his interviews. It seems like he's a lot more locked in than he was in the past. Like, he's got his own gym. He's got guys coming in for, which also could be a bad thing, man. I can't lay any type of chalk on Gerald Mearshart. So I got the under 1.5 or under 2.5. And then I saw Barberena inside the distance at plus 525. I took a little poke on that one just because that's how I think he wins. Like Mearshart, when he does go to decisions, he just hasn't been to many decisions. Like I think like he could be a 3rd round like sub for him as well, and like maybe he's hunting for that, and that's where Brian Barberena can, TKO him. I have to be a little contrarian on this one because I just see the line going up. I'm like, I got to see Vegas making money back somewhere, and I think this is one of those spots. So
Okay.
I'll take Barberena, but I'm by no means very confident in that pick.
Yeah. I get it. But man, I'm on GM3. I think he gets this one done. Like Cody said, he's bigger in the face-offs. Like Barberena's a little softer in the lower section. Obviously on the feet, it's going to be volume over for Barberena, but I know he knocked out Lawler recently, but man, this guy's not knocking out people left and right here or anything. And then he moved up a weight class, which is always a little bit of red flag. And he was already he's super small for this weight class. And then he doesn't have a ground game. And Mearshart's so good on the ground. And if he even gets it remotely close to the ground once, I think Mearshart's going to wrap up a submission. It doesn't take a lot to keep him down, though. That's the thing. So logic to me is GM3 all day. I like inside the distance at plus 100 range. You can do the sub. Obviously, you get a little bit more than that. Round 3 sub is even, like I said, plus 800, plus 900 range. That's what he usually does. And it might be a slow fight, but I think it'll build as the fight goes on. That's just usually how both fighters fight. It's weird. And Gerald Mearshart always looked like he's freaking high. And he's like, all right, the first round we're gonna be cool, and then he starts building, and then Barberena is always building as the fight goes on too. So,
we'll say Barberena did drop Leon, but he also couldn't finish Jason Witt. So, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's crazy. I love that under 2.5, but that's my problem. It's
sketchy right there with Gerald, though.
You're kind of going with Gerald getting the finish. He's to me, he's the only one with the finishing upside. Like Barberena, he does have a little bit of power, but that's more like Robbie Lawler. He finished.
I would say 170 though.
Yeah, but he engaged in the fight. But I don't know if he can knock out Gerald. You know what I mean? Gerald's got decent boxing and movement, and he's got his own striking. I feel because if you look at Barberena, how many of his last fights have gone to decision? He has been finished a couple times, Luke A got him and Randy Brown got him, but a lot of
Barberena, not a lot either.
Nelson finished him, RDA finished him, he finished Lawler. Matt Brown, Darian Weeks, Jason Witt, Anthony Ivey. Yeah, there was a decent run where it was decision.
So it's and then you got Gerald, who, like I said, he's shown some durability sometimes, but for the most part, his fights don't get out of the 3rd round. He's finished Gerald's went to decision or won 2 decisions in his whole career or something like that, maybe 3. And he's been finished a ton too. 2. Yeah, 2 out of 39 fight. Well, how many, so he's got 35 finishes. So it makes sense that if you expect Gerald to win, it's going to be by finish. And I might end up, I've been waiting for that Ramirez under 2.5 line to drop, but it ain't dropping. So,
it won't drop until the morning.
They won't, dude. Caesar's being turds, dude.
They are the biggest turds when
they're
dropping
on props.
Shit, though, I will
just
say
on
that.
Props, and they used to be good. That's why I always liked them. But they haven't even released the over under for the Kennedy fight or the.
We have DraftKings though, right?
Yeah,
it's on there.
I know. I might have to go do it.
What it is?
Yeah,
minus 160 something. I think I said.
You guys they're trying to draw me into their little filthy fucking online gambling world. I don't like it.
Cody, I'm trying to save you 2 hours each way, or 1 hour each way. I'm sorry.
I like driving there though. Sometimes,
Well,
well,
that's
like
on
I
you
said,
then.
He
I would
gets out
run
of the
up-
house. Like, come on.
I used to do it though, leaving to and from work, and now, and like the thing is now I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When I want to go put in bets when I'm off, they haven't been releasing no props till like Thursday night, so I can't run there and put none in anyways. And then by the time I get off work on Friday, it's like I get home at like 6. Like I couldn't go to the casino before work and do the show, so it's like for the love of you guys, because I love you guys. You're my favorite.
There
I've
we
been
go.
betting online like an online whore.
Look at you. Join the
I
club.
feel dirty. I feel dirty.
All right,
That-
boys. I got to jump though. I got,
Okay.
as we talked before. But
Yeah.
can I give you who
Yeah.
I got the rest of the ones for the
Go
last
ahead.
five?
Go ahead.
And where to find you. Your
Oh,
links
yeah.
in the description and all that. But let us
Of
know.
course,
Let us know.
Yep.
You can find me on
Floor is
Twitter,
yours.
X, at MMA Maestro, Patreon, MMA Maestro. YouTube's getting up there for UFC 300. It's going to be the first one. I've just been super busy at work, priorities. But for these next 5 fights, what I got Macy decision. I got Isaac Bulgarian inside the distance. Kennedy Nzechukwu second round finish. Brian Battle submission. And I don't like it, but Marcin Tybura, because I can't. Tai Tuivasa is going to weigh about 300 pounds in there tomorrow. So, boys, appreciate you having me. Chat, everybody on, 300 people, appreciate you. You guys have a good rest of the night, and best of luck with everybody on their bets.
Right
Cheers,
on.
You
boys.
too, man.
Good
Appreciate
luck.
you hopping on with us tonight,
course.
last minute, bro. You're
Have a
you're
good
our
one,
guy,
boys.
man. Thanks,
Cheers.
man. Later.
You hear that, Cody?
What's that?
He's on Bulgarian. So.
Yeah. Guessing's fun too. I like to guess too. on fighters cardio and striking and
True. We're only assuming, but
fiction
yeah,
can be fun, but I prefer
you-
the reference section on a guy that's been there, done that.
well, fair
Yeah,
enough.
sure.
But if you
It's
have
fine.
not, if you don't know who MMA Maestro is, definitely check him out on Twitter, and you can follow him
Smart
on
dude.
YouTube as well. He's going to start that up, he said, and then he also has a Patreon too. So the link is below in the description. You can find out where he's at right at the moment, and definitely give him a follow. We are where are we at? Kianzad versus Chazion. You want to start this or me? I don't care.
I'll start it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Chase on. I think she's gonna have just a little bit better striking, a little bit better grappling. I know before a couple years ago she finished her. I believe like the last 13 fights of Kianzad's have gone to decision but one, and that one was Macy Chase on freaking submit or beating her up. Can't remember, did she submit her? I think it was submission. But I think Kianzad's gotten even better since then. Definitely her ground game and clinch game. Like she kind of looked to her. She was just more of just a striker, Muay Thai and stuff before that. But give me Chase on. I just think that she's gonna be better. She's fought the better level of competition, got some decent wins. She almost beat Aldana if she didn't get up kicked in the liver. And I really like her grappling she's been showing. Like you seen with Kianzad, like when she got taken down by Ketlin Vieira in her last fight, she couldn't get up. And she got taken down every round and she was just held down the whole round. So there could be something like that happening. Chazon, though, she doesn't usually just lay and pray, man. She's trying to elbow you out and finish you. So maybe something happens, but give me Chazon one way or another.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I like Chazion here to win. Bigger fighter, longer reach as well on the feet. Better wrestling, better grappling, I think, as well. Better in the clinch. We've seen Kianzad get pushed up against the cage too many times, be held there. We've seen her on her back too many times and being held there as well. So I think this fight will get to the mat. And I'm going to say decision. I think this fight does go. Panty's pretty tough. I will say that. So I think she survives. But would it be shocked, though, if Macy gets another finish, though? Like, later in the fight, like probably late second or third round finish. But yeah, the size difference and then the styles here are it's just a style fight. Let's see. Crystal says Macy's been inactive too long. Has she though? When has Penny fought? Let me check that out. Penny fought Vera, right? Last
Vera, yeah.
And that was 8-9 months ago. Macy fought, I think, a little bit longer than that. Obviously.
Yeah, because Aldana already got beat up for the title.
So about a little over a year. That's all right. I'm okay with that. She looked great, though. I'll tell you that. She didn't look like she was struggling or anything like
Beat
that.
Up your girl, dump Chuck Dumont, Dee.
Did she though?
Yeah, just taking her down, beating her up. Her ground game's gotten good, man. Her clinch.
Drunken Boxing says Macy gets painting the tap again.
Possibility.
Yep. I think so. I think if it gets a fight to the mat, especially. Let's see. Next fight, this is it. Cody, Christian Rodriguez versus Isaac Dolgarian. This is what the people have been coming for and waiting. Do you want me to start this one?
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear it. I need it thorough. This would be the longest breakdown of the month. Let me hear it thorough. Of exactly in your head how you should.
So to me, the biggest key is the wrestling. We've seen Rodriguez get taken down by numerous fighters, and this is the best wrestler he's gonna fight. Pure dominant wrestling, state champion, college D2 wrestler, all that good stuff. Explosive, he's dangerous. He does have good striking. I mean, is it amazing? I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it is good striking. But yeah, he hasn't fought the greatest competition. He's only got 6, pro fights in his career, but he's won all of them in the first round. And I don't care what anyone says. Marshall is a good fighter that he beat.
It's decent.
Some people were saying he's a bum. And I'm like, whoa.
No, he's not a bum.
Some people on Twitter are saying he's a bum.
Oh,
and I'm like, that's foolish. He is good. I'm not saying he's amazing, though, but he is a good fighter.
I mean, the way you're like, he's good. I would.
No, he's good. But people were saying he's a bum. He's fighting OSP or some shit. Like one of those things. But he's a true featherweight, too. He's good. He's super strong. And the thing with C-Rod, yeah, he is well-rounded, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but he does have bad takedown defense. And he is a bantamweight, or at least he tried to be a bantamweight, but he has been missing weights in these fights that he's winning, which isn't a good look. He missed 2 pounds on Raul Rosas Jr., and he looked terrible in the first round, and he won it in the later rounds. And then he missed by 5 pounds against Cameron Saman, who can't wrestle anybody, and he won that fight too. So he ain't going to be missing weight now. Good thing he didn't, because I was going to give you so much crap if he missed weight. But and don't even say on the scales, because Dolgarian, or the face-off, Dolgarian did not have shoes on. They are pretty much the same height, but you will see come fight time.
The same height and the same reach, but Christian look a little thicker.
No, you will see who will thick out more, and it's going to be Isaac. He's a true featherweight. He ain't no bantamweight trying to be a featherweight. So give me Dolgarian. I think he's more explosive. I think he gets that wrestling going. We've seen C-Rod get taken down way too many times, and this is a proven wrestler that I can back. And I don't back wrestlers that much. That's why I'm surprised that you are on the non-wrestler. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're not worried about that?
I'm not worried about it. I'll be worried about it if he gasses out later.
Rosas Jr. Who gassed out Rosas Jr.?
Dude, Rosas Jr. He's 18 years old.
I know I've been hearing that, but
I'm gonna say by decision. Both guys are tough,
bro. Age don't mean nothing. In 5 years, it's gonna be 18 and 19-year-olds beating the shit out of all these other dudes like that are gonna be 30 at the time. They're gonna take over. Like kids always do. Yeah, man. There's like when I'm betting logically. I want to bet like there's something there. You know what I mean? Like when you bet, when I looked at Dolgarian, like, yes, dude, he's a savage and he has all the talent in the world, and he may be like the world beater that we think he is. But then again, he might not be. But you know what I know about Rodriguez? Like, what's the best? Like to me, what's the best part of Rodriguez's game to you on all the fights you've seen? Because I keep giving him wrestling.
I mean, maybe cardio.
He's got great cardio, but he's got a really good get-up game. When he gets taken down, you've never seen him accept bottom for more than like 35 seconds, 40 seconds. He's always getting to a hip, getting up, standing up. He might get taken back down. But the thing is he doesn't have bad wrestling. It's just that the people you're seeing taken down have good wrestling. Raul Rosas Jr. has good wrestling. JSP has good wrestling. But like Simone, or Cameron Simon wasn't really able to wrestle him. But with Rosas Jr., like he's going to get taken down. I'm not saying that. He's definitely going to get taken down, but he's going to make Isaac work, make him work. And then like not only do you have the wonder about cardio, with Bulgarian. You have to wonder about striking. We haven't seen his striking. He's just beat up homeless people, bro. Literally, go look at the people he's beat. It's not even like there's never ever been any resistance to him in any fight. So what happens when he faces a little resistance? I know that people say, well, I just trust his cardio because he's a wrestler. We've seen wrestlers gas out. They say they trust his cardio because he trains at altitude. We've seen people at altitude gas out. It's not even all that to me on why I think he gas out. He goes 100 miles per hour from the opening second. He goes to try to finish you. For the and them type of dudes, it doesn't matter what your cardio looks like. Like you tell me Terrence McKinney don't look like that dude's in phenomenal shape.
But we've seen him numerous times. Numerous.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's the fight style. He comes out and tries to take you down, finish you, or strike, and then take you down. And he uses all of his shit to try to do it. And then when he comes out in the second round, he's like, fuck. You know what I mean? You can see it takes it. For some reason, there's certain fighters where it just takes a little bit out of them. Like, damn, this dude was able to survive with me. Then
You're just fading Isaac. You're just fading Isaac. I get it.
I'm not fading Isaac. I like what I see in Rodriguez. What do you do? Like, if he could have made 135, that's a dude that's eventually, like, because he's still young, could be fighting way high up. I think Simon, that could be fighting for a title in like 3, 4, 5 years. Like, he's still young, working his way up. But Rodriguez is very well rounded. I'm gonna assume he's got better striking. Like, his striking's good. Like when he fought Jonathan Pierce on short notice at 145, he had a lot of good moments in that fight. Like, he got taken down in control, but Jonathan Pierce is like 6'1", crazy wrestler, crazy scrambles, crazy cardio. But he almost guillotined him a couple times in that fight. And any time it was standing, dude, he was cracking JSP. Like, I had a bet on JSP, and I was worried the whole fight until like the middle of the third when Rodriguez finally fucking stopped like trying to get up and stuff and trying to finish him, dude. And he tired out because he was like a week short notice, you know, up a weight class. But obviously he ain't really up a weight class because the man could never make 135. Like, he's a 45er, but he's small. But that's the thing, like, that's good about this. He's coming and getting another dude that's the exact same size. They're both 5'7" with the same exact reach. So I just seen it before with Rodriguez with this exact style of fighter. So why not bet him as an underdog and see if he can do it again against the unproven guy? Like I said, I did this with Joe Pyfer, with Jack Hermanson. You could do this with Nicholas Dalby. There's another dude that's well-rounded with cardio that could survive that dude with Bonfim stuff. Raul Rosas Jr. I can keep naming all these. And the one thing in common with all these fighters is they all were first round finishers that were just fucking people up. And the first time they get some real adversity, but that's how you get better. Like, that's how you, as a first round fighter, you take a L and then you get better. You're like, all right, I got to go. I can't just finish everybody in the first round. I got to take my time. That's where you get people, even like, look at Kutalaba try to take his time with freaking Felipe Lins. Like, you learn from losses. And, like, you know, if you're a dominant wrestler and you're taking everybody down, finally you get to that dude that can wrestle and box. You can't take him down. He outboxes you. What are you going to do? You're going to go work on that stand-up because you're like, damn, there's some people I can't take down. So I took a shot on the underdog, saying that the proven underdog, that's what I wanted, proven. And they're the same size. They look good. I think Bulgarian comes out. I think Bulgarian puts some work on him in the first round, but I don't think he finishes him. And then we'll see after that. So I like Christian Rodriguez. I got a terrible line, but I didn't know where the line was going to go when I did my tape study and picked him to win and picked like the underdog prices. So, man, you pick favorites and everybody's like, yeah, but you ain't pick no dogs. And you pick a dog. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Are you dumb? But I like it, man. I like it.
All right.
That's all I got to say about that, Johnny.
That's all I got to say about that. All right. Let's see what the chat says about this. Let's go there. Real Fight Pick says C-Rod can't handle real wrestlers.
Raul Rosas.
He ain't a wrestler, dude. He's a grappler.
What? The boy can wrestle.
JSP is a wrestler, and he couldn't stop any of that takedown. So I know who's a better wrestler than JSP.
Maybe.
He is. Had the biggest bet of my life on C-Rod at a bad price. I feel like such a fish. Well,
I mean, we're good, John. As long as the bet cashes, that's all that matters. Like I said, Malcolm Gordon, I had him at minus 115. The man ended at minus 225. And I
got Flavio says I got Bulgarian at minus 140. Also love rounds 1 or 2 KO. There we go.
It's tough.
Love it. Cody, tough. 2 legends. What's up, Cody?
Let's go, Cody.
Appreciate you coming out.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. C-Rod is getting KO'd round 1, ground and pound. Heard it here first. Woo!
Hashtag coming in hot.
Hashtag coming in hot.
What up, hashtag?
Why is it always the assumption when somebody gets a bunch of early finish that the cardio sucks?
We've just seen it.
I agree.
It's not.
I agree. We haven't seen it yet. We can't assume.
I'm just saying, over all the years that I've watched UFC since the beginning, dudes that come out and go 100 miles fucking per hour, the opening second tend to gas out unless you're Merab Dvalishvili. That's like I said. That's the only dude I know that can go 100 miles per hour.
Listen,
The whole fight.
I'm willing to pay the price.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I've been saying. Hold on. I've been saying all these guys. I forgot Benoit Saint-Denis, Benoit Saint-Denis.
He had staph infection, Cody.
That was going to happen regardless.
He had staph infection,
like
Cody.
Listen, that's
and
another one.
He
goes so hard,
seasoned
dude.
interim champion that's been around forever. It's not even close to C-Rod. So don't even put that. Don't put those words in your mouth with those two fighters. No way. C-Rod is no DP.
Listen. Benoit Saint-Denis went hard and beat the shit out of everybody, and he found the first person that he couldn't finish. Infection. And when that person, I don't listen, none of that. Dustin Poirier beat the
Dustin Poirier is on several levels.
Okay, so are you buying Marlon Vera's grease and shit too then, or you just
no?
Well, I don't know if that takes from it. Okay, I'm just saying.
You could tell there was a clear difference between Benoit Saint-Denis and that fight, though.
Yeah, but listen, these dudes that go that hard like that from the opening second tend to gas out. That's all I'm saying. From history, if you look at the history of fighting, there's not many. That's why Merab's like a crazy man.
We've seen Benoit Saint-Denis have at least 2 rounds of cardio. He didn't even have 2 minutes of cardio.
Who's he went 2 rounds with other than...
He's been in the second round a couple times.
Yeah,
he got the finish, but
2 rounds. That were just people.
Zaleski.
Yeah, and he gassed against him too.
Well, it was up in weight class.
And people that go hard. Well, we'll see. Like I said, listen. I'm not dumb. I'm not gonna if Bulgarian comes out and just dog walks him too, which is very, very possible. I'm gonna be like, damn, we got a big problem, a new problem, which is good, but I just want to see it first. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Bulgarian's not good. I'm just saying I like to play. That's what I see.
Here's the real question: Does Bulgarian and Mike Davis look as similar as Johnny K and Shannon Ross? A little bit.
Close, but not. That's
cardio is fine. Jaden says 10-0, all finishes, 3-time state champ. C-Rod just a weight bully versus an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old, and beat a 0-1 fighter, UFC fighter. Gotta agree. Just throwing it out there. The smart move is to pass dude on.
But who's Bulgarian beat though?
He's beat Marshall, and he's beat 5 other guys. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm going with talent. But I'm putting asterisks next. I'm putting asterisks next to C-Rod. It is crazy now. You can't bet Bulgaria. Minus 130.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's still losing. But you did good. So
I ain't touching it now. There's no way.
Yeah, minus 200.
It's dog or pass at this point. But I'm putting asterisks next to C-Rod's victories against Rosas Jr. and Saman because, for one, they're super green and super young, and he was way above weight.
Yeah.
So in the smaller weight division as well, 5 pounds to Saman. That's crazy.
You're acting like
he ain't gonna win that fight.
You're acting like he's coming up to 145 and getting a 6'1" dude with the 74-inch reach. Dude,
he took that fight on short notice to get in the UFC. I get it. And maybe GSP got taken back a little bit because he wasn't expecting that kind of fight.
I don't think
kind of an unknown for him.
I don't think Bulgarian is either.
Like, we'll find out.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna. I can't.
Ice Viking says Bulgarian at elevation, training 5 rounds for a 3-round fight, hikes and runs the high mountains on the weekends. I feel like he'll be okay. There you go. I think he will be as well. The greater divider. This is it. Yes. Donnie says I can't join Layer Cake Discord anymore.
I got to get the link. I have to put the link. I did. Yeah, I got to. Dude, I've been so busy. I was because I was just on vacation for like 5 days. It's been a lot of stuff. Let's go, Saba. And Saba sharp. Saba sharp.
Not last week.
Easy. This week he's sharp. He leaves Saba.
Not last week. He even said that in the chat. I want to see how the fight.
Yeah,
this is going to be a fun fight. That's why we're bantering back and forth.
Yeah,
we're just talking shit. I'm riding with C-Rod. C-Rod plus one. I mean, whoever got plus money or close to pick them, you doing your job right.
I got plus 115. That's
C-Rod by sub. I will
see
say
that
no.
Gilly? You see that Gilly? You put JSP
I will say
in?
no. Dolgarian knows
Style,
that
John.
shit.
I like your style, John.
You're gonna go against a high-level wrestler like that? Crazy.
Sometimes, man. Sometimes.
Bet 365 had Dolgarian round 1 boosted. Okay. This fight, see round 2, maybe. I will say this: I do have Bet 365, and a lot of their boosted stuff
Does
it hits.
Like,
it's not like
you mean-
DraftKings. DraftKings boosted shit never hits at all. But
that's when they get that inside information. They hit you
Maybe.
with the boosted, the Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. They're like, here, everybody can get him at plus 100.
greasing does not make
your head.
not move your head.
Yeah.
That is very true, right? He didn't move
Cheeto got to
his
do
head.
something.
I mean, C-Rod murks Marshall too. He probably does.
C-Rod's good.
But does he finish him in the first round?
Why did all the disrespect come from for C-Rod? I thought they do. I think the kid's good.
I'm not disrespecting
I
him.
think
The
he's
only
like
thing
a
that I'm
good
disrespecting him is he's
Is he
missing
a
weight.
junkyard dog?
I don't think he's a junkyard dog at all.
He
has
survives
good
these
cardio.
dudes trying to
He's
mess
got
him
good
up, and then he
cardio.
comes back and beats him.
He ain't a junkyard dog.
He didn't get finished by JSP or Rosas Jr. Some tough predicament.
We'll see. Tuivasa looking more. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he
he's.
is. One bet I'm keen on is Chandler fight
I don't
going
mind
the
it, that's
distance.
good.
I don't mind it.
Oh, yeah,
Johnny, you dirty meat. I ain't a meatball. You know that. I'm a dirty like gyro or something. Super boost is total fade. I think the DraftKings super boost is total fades, but that's just me. But
yeah, they're not trying to ever give money away, dude.
No. Where am I at? Oh, I got rid of it. Shit. Who's the next fight? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Let me get to it. Sorry, guys. I unclicked it, and I got to get to it.
Mike Davis, Levy.
No, it's it's Kennedy Njoku versus OSP. Real quick, Kennedy wins this fight inside the distance. That's all I got. What do you think, Cody? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep, lost to the Ghost of Shogun. They can say he won, but he didn't win. And at 40,
Lost to the Ghost, 40
Kennedy.
and way over the hill. Kennedy inside the distance. There it is. Easy peasy. That's
OSP
why
has
the
half a round of cardio, and he ain't even dangerous in the half a round. He has a 1 KO in the last 7 years. Like, I don't see where he wins this fight. Like Kennedy, I just see him landing big shots like he did against like Nicolau and people like that, and putting OSP out at some point. Like when Kennedy actually sits down on shots, dude, he hits hard. I don't think OSP really has
kicks
for him.
And they're not even like high kicks. He just like front kicks and
then he's
stay at
tired.
range, and then he's tired after that.
Yeah. So, dude, I thought he lost to the Ghost of Shogun for real. So, Kennedy inside the distance.
That's it.
Yeah.
The unders are great in this fight. Kennedy inside the distance is great in this fight. Kennedy money line, if you got it early, great in this fight.
I agree. Anything but OSP bet.
I don't think OSP wins. I'm sorry. Like
they're trying to get Kennedy back on track here, you know? And yeah.
So we got 396 people, almost 400. So if you're new and you're just watching, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit that like button for us. If you haven't, please and thank you. We do this every Wednesday and Friday night talking fights. Every Friday night we do have a guest, but he had to leave a little early. So, but we're going to have a couple guests coming up that are killer. So stay tuned for the weeks coming up. We got Shady, our guy, Chinaman's Parlay. You know, it came out today. Anyone's watching, it's going to hit. You know it. 8-1.
They've been hit.
8-1. It's going to happen.
7-1 or 8-1?
7-1, but it will be 8-1.
Oh, okay.
I'm confident.
Doing that Ilya stuff.
We got the Feelho. Fight doesn't go. We got over 1.5 for the Kulabao fight. And then Kennedy fight doesn't go the distance. I mean, that's easy money. Easy money. Come on. Tell me why that doesn't hit. It doesn't. It's going to hit.
It sounds good.
That's all I got.
It's a safety parlay.
It's a safety parlay.
The 73%.
It's way better than 73%.
Minus 190 parlays.
We got Johnny Newquist with the $10 donations. We appreciate you, Johnny News.
Let's go.
Path to victory. Well, luckily you came in at the right time because that is the next fight we're going to break down. Is Brian Battle versus Ange Lusa. Cody, what do you think Luce's path to victory is? Let's just start that out right now. What do you think his path to victory is?
He would have to either completely grapple Brian Battle for 3 rounds, which that's not really his style, or just hit him with a lucky shot and knock him out, which that's not his style. I think that is like his last 8 fights have gone to decision, something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's
Brian Battle is huge compared to him. That was big. That was part of my reason on betting. I got Brian Battle at -150. I thought he should have been -250 because he's huge. I think he's got him covered everywhere. He's got long, powerful striking. He stands straight up and he actually uses his range. What I really like is he's got good kicks with both legs, kicking you to the body, front kicks, all different kinds of head kicks you've seen with Sato. Then he's got power, man. He's way more dangerous. I know Ange Luce has never been finished, but I've seen him get AJ Fletcher had him hurt where he was running around the ring, dude, just getting cracked, almost worse than Reese McKee did to him in the next fight. So in them 2 fights, he got hurt so bad, man, that Brian Battle to me hits harder than both of them guys. Not only that, but Brian Battle hits with them head kicks. So if he hits him with a head kick, I don't know if Luce is just eating that. So I like Battle here everywhere, bigger, better. I'm really high on Battle. I think he's going to do, if he can continually tighten up his grappling game. I know he took that fight with Renat on short notice. It was his first time coming down to 170, but if he can tighten that up, because he's only been training MMA for 7 years or something like that. He didn't even start doing any kind of combat sports till he's 20. So he's only going to be getting better, and he's huge for this weight class. I think he could have the grappling advantage. He's the one that was able to take down AJ Fletcher and finish him. Nobody's been able to do that. He was able to finish him in the second round. So give me Brian Battle, man. I think he's got it covered everywhere. He's got excellent durability, and he's tough. He's a junkyard dog, great cardio. I like him. I'm gonna say decision, but dude, I really think that he could get the finish because he just hits so hard with both hands, the head kicks. Even if he can maybe get it to the ground, take his back. He's just big, and he was way bigger than Lusa today, dude. Way bigger.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think Battle wins this one. I think he's the way more dangerous guy. I think he win by knockout. I think he can win by a submission. I think he win decision. I think Lusa's path to victory is literally by decision. He's going to have to mix in well-timed takedowns, maybe at the end of a close round just to seal it or steal it. But he slows down when he uses his wrestling a lot. And we've seen him in third rounds, especially against Reese McKee. For that last 2 minutes, I will never forget because I had a Lusa bet. He was surviving. That was the most survivability I've ever seen out of anybody in my life. And I was screaming because I felt like he wasn't there. He was somewhere else and his body was in the ring. And Reese was gassed. And he's just I have a little bit more. And he's not in the ring because his eyes are not looking right. I'm going to try to go for the win. It was one of those things. It was crazy, but he
almost got it.
He almost did. And, Reese did use some Lusa did use some wrestling in that fight. And I think that would gas him out a little bit, but that dude's durable as shit. So I don't think the lowest thing I would say is Battles won't knock him out, but I can see a submission late in this fight. He's taller, he's lengthier, he does have slick submissions, but I think on the feet, the range is going to give Lusa some problems, and Battle has a very good kick game too, especially a high kick, so he can sneak up a kick and maybe wobble him a bit and maybe get this something crazy happens where the club and sub. So love Battle here. I do agree. I think he should be about -200 range, and he's about -180 still. I got him a little earlier. I think it was -145 or 148 range, something like that. It was nothing crazy, but I still think that's a good price. That was a good price. And I still think now I still think he's the winner. I see but I'm not going to go bet him more, obviously. But yeah, I like what I see from Brian Battle. Though, once he's going to fight a really good wrestler, that's when you need to worry about it. But Lusa's not a very good wrestler. He's not Renat. So give me Battle to win. I'm going to say by decision because, like I said, I think Lusa is super durable and he's tough. But wouldn't be shocked if it's a third round sub, something like that.
Definitely.
We got Double O MMA. What's up, man? What's up, boys? Appreciate you coming out.
Yes, sir. What is up?
Saba says OSP by Von Fluke. You are crazy. Ain't gonna get to the mat.
Unreal.
Gonna have to rewatch the beginning of the show. Best show on YouTube, y'all. Knowledgeable, wholesome, humorous. These guys are solid as fuck. Appreciate you.
He ain't lying. We appreciate you, Ryan. Wish everybody would think that way.
Right? We got 490, almost
awesome.
420. 420, Cody.
That's what I like.
Almost getting up there. Battle has handed 4 fighters their first professional submission losses, 5 if you didn't include Petrosky and Tough.
Nice info.
Info.
Yep.
Fletcher dropped Battle with an elbow. Yeah.
To a knee. Yeah. He got dropped against Trayshawn Gordon.
Durable. He got right back up.
Durable and tough.
Got right back up.
Won them fights. Yeah.
Can't trust him.
He always looks.
He looked like that on the scales, but then he comes out and he looks like a fucking $1,000,000.
Yeah, we've never seen him be like chinny.
I didn't think he looked
finished
at all.
or like gas out.
And when he got chinned against at 185, like this is 170 now.
No, when he got knocked out in his amateurs.
Oh, I'm talking like chin, like rocked and like dropped. It was more so like 185.
Yeah, Fletcher did him with that little bit, but it wasn't like he got rocked or he got flashed, went down to a knee.
Yeah. Did they even count that as a knockdown? I don't think so.
Maybe. I don't know, man. In boxing,
he dropped to a knee and you get back up.
Or your knee. Yeah, that's a knockdown. That should be a knockdown, I think.
I mean, like, who got Volkanovski got knocked down like that and didn't count that.
Yeah, maybe.
Battle looks to be in his best shape. Yep.
I agree.
I think he's looking good.
Yeah.
Renat absolutely worked Battle. I picked Battle against Fletcher and Paddle's takedown defense support. That's why I said, like, once he's fighting a good wrestler, that's when you have to be like, I'm a little worried about Battle. But Lusa, he can wrestle, but he's not a Renat wrestler. Let's put it that way. Not even close.
Doesn't have the cardio for it to do what Renat did.
That's very true because he tried against McKee, like I said, in that last. Battle's due for another quick finish. He could. I have a hard time seeing Lusa win this fight. I agree.
Yeah.
WWW advice. Okay.
Yep.
Triple W's.
Yep.
Tyler's going one step above you. Minus 350 he thinks Battle should be. That's crazy.
I don't mind it. I mean, he should bigger, better everywhere, in my opinion, too.
I don't think he looked depleted at all.
He's kind of weird. I mean, he's kind of weird anyways. He's got a pretty weird body.
He's got a weird body type.
Well, because he used to be like huge, like morbidly obese or something like that. And then he cut all the weight. Just like Khalil Roundtree, too.
Now, you know who looked completely depleted? Was Natan Levy. And he looked shredded. Like ripped. Yeah. And he was like
6
That's when you need to worry about depletion. He depleted himself.
Yeah.
What's up, Robert? He said Rodriguez and Silva parlay incoming. Oh,
let's go, Robert. Let's go.
Octagon likes Battle all day. Agreed with his physique. Looks killer, though the weight cut looked tough. I think that's just how he looks. It's a weird thing. I think he looked fine. He didn't look like he was like struggling or anything. Just looked funky. That's his body structure. Paul said this fight will be closer than people think. It could be. I just think Battle will edge it out if it's a close fight. Don't know much about Lusa. Honestly, this card is very heavy yawn. Like, who cares? Is anyone on the future title contender? Maybe not, but there are some good fights, though.
Yeah, that Dogarian Rodriguez fight. I'm looking forward to this Battle fight, but really the Rodriguez fight.
UFC doesn't count knockdowns, wins against faves. Yep, that's true.
DraftKings don't either.
True. Saba says Battle, boy.
Let's go.
Fight reminds me of Klein versus Bahamondes. Oh, God. I hope not. Bigger, better, faster, but got controlled and lost.
Yeah.
I don't think Lusa can do that, though. That's just me, though. People act like Battle didn't get up against Renat. That's true. He did get up a lot, but he got taken down a lot as well. It was pretty much the whole
serious ground and pound. That dude's durable. Yeah. Dude, he took some serious ground and pound in that fight.
Renat has no cardio. He had the cardio against Battle, but Brian got outworked on the ground. Yeah. I don't think Lusa has the cardio to do it either. So
no, I think Lusa slows down too.
Battle look like a contract killer. Lusa, a bodybuilder. Yeah, I can see that.
Small one too. Dude, Battle's fucking huge.
A
For
whole head
170,
above him.
dude. He's
Literally
huge for 170.
All right, guys. Main event. Tuivasa versus Marcin Tybura. We have over 438 people in here. If you don't,
man. We appreciate all you guys so
appreciate
much.
everybody. Hit that like button for us on YouTube. Subscribe on Twitter. Also give us a follow. We do this every Wednesday and Friday night. I'll go ahead and start this one off.
Start it off. Yeah.
This is a very close fight because it's a heavyweight fight and it can get sloppy, as we all know. But I'm just ever so slightly leaning Tuivasa. I think he can win this fight. He can get the knockout. Tybura just got knocked out against Tom Aspinall. I'm not putting Aspinall on the same level, but we've seen in the past like people get knocked out recently. It just takes a little bit of shot. This is heavyweight we're talking. Like Tuivasa has hands. He's got power in those hands. He likes to brawl. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to go in there. He's going to try to get this one done in under a round and a half. Now does Tybura get the takedowns? Does he make this fight go over 1.5? That's where it gets a little dicey. And that's where I'm a little scared. But I'm going to say Tuivasa gets the knockout in the first or second round. And Tybura is going to need to get some wrestling and or grappling going. Otherwise, I do think he will get knocked out, though, on the feet. Because I don't think Tybura is very dangerous on the feet. He's more dangerous when he works like the grappling and he like tires out the opponent and then he can get that going for ground and pound. So give me Ty by knockout, first or second round. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, like Tybura's got decent striking. His striking's not bad. Like his striking
has a power.
No. Yeah. He's not knocking out nobody, but he's got good striking. Like he's striking with Volkov and doing pretty good, where Ty couldn't really do shit. He landed some leg kicks, but Ty's got powerful leg kicks, man. He's got power in both hands. He's hittable. He can be taken down. He's got suspect cardio. With Tybura, man, he's been in there with some big punchers. Like you said, don't even count the Aspinall thing. It's not like he got knocked out cold. He just got hit hard as shit. And, most people, dude, Tom Aspinall's so big. And once some guys get hit, they don't want to get hit again. But so he kind of just curled up. But like I said, that's a big ass dude. But yeah, in this fight, dude, just like with Ty losing the last 3, I don't know where he's at in his personal space. Like he's always partying, doing different stuff. And I don't know, man. You see all this different injury stuff and he had to pull out and like I think had to get his meniscus taken out or something like that. I just think that Tybura, like if you watch Ty, not to say he hasn't gotten any better, but I just don't know when you're on like a 5-fight winning streak and then you go fight, who was the first one to knock him out? Cyril Gane?
Yeah, but it was more so like with 1,000 strikes kind of knockout.
Right, but you lose there. So you're on a 5-fight win streak. You're training the hardest you're going to train because you're on your way to the title. So then you come back in your second fight to after that knockout, you fight Pavlik. You're still training hard as shit because you're still thinking you're going for the title. And Ty, like we've known, he's been partying his whole life anyways. He's like a partier to begin with. So then he gets knocked out by Pavlik, right? So he comes back against against Volkov, which I thought he looked kind of terrible, man. Like he was just taking punches, but Volkov's a good striker. He's long, he's awkward. He did land some good leg kicks, but so then you've had 3 losses in a row. Like, is he training hard at what, like 30 something years old, 31, 30?
31, yeah.
To go for another title, or is he, I don't know. And with Tybura, I mean, I just feel like he's not a partier. He seems like a fucking straight edge guy. Fucking weird haircut.
Got a weird haircut, I will say that.
Weird haircut. But I just think that he can strike with Tuivasa. If you watch Tuivasa versus Spivak, like Spivak was able to strike with Tuivasa because Spivak landed like 2 takedowns in the first round, got maybe like 30, 40 seconds of control time, and Tuivasa got back up. And then he has good scrambles in the first round. But like if you watch Marcin Tybura against like Greg Hardy, he never even tried to take Greg Hardy down in the first round. He ate some decent big punches from Greg Hardy because I had a bet on Tybura. I'm like, what the fuck? He was an underdog. I'm like, wrestle him, dude. And then he comes out in the second round when Hardy slowed down a little bit and started wrestling him because he has good wrestling. He out wrestled Spivak, you know what I mean, when they fought. So if you watch Spivak versus Ty, he just keeps taking him down. And the second round when he takes him down, Ty just don't have that explosion to get up no more, and Spivak pounds him out. I think the same thing can happen with Tybura here, man. When he gets on top, he's big, he's heavy, he's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, he's got good ground and pound, and he's got good submissions on top. So I'm going back to the well. You know that's my boy. You know that plus 385.
Yeah, a little heart.
Romanov.
It's in your heart.
You know, I called that one. That might be the only one that was better than the Pfeiffer, than the Hermanson over.
Oh, way better, yeah.
Might be it, but because like
it was plus like 370,
385, yeah. And in my dumb, I only put like $150 on it to win, but it still won like 6-something units. But yeah, man, I like the more well-rounded guy. I don't know where Ty's head's at. I think that Marcin has a good enough strike. Like his striking's not bad. I think he was striking with Derek Lewis for a little while and doing decent before he got knocked out there. Now he does have a couple early knockouts besides the Espinal to like Shamil and Augusto Sakai, but we know he's a goat. So where that happens, he's gonna knock people out.
D1.
But yeah, man, I like Tybura here. I didn't bet this though. I'm not gonna bet the heavyweights. I'll just watch this as a fan. But I'm not gonna be shocked if he gets his head knocked off in the first round. But I'll just take the more durable, to me, proven and well-rounded guy. Better cardio too.
Yeah, I will say that. We've seen it. Let's see. AWMD, what's up, man? He said Tuivasa. Let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. If I see a shoe, sheesh.
Tuivasa via obesity. Ooh.
Yeah.
Usa needs a big shot to win. I agree. I don't know if he'll get it. Tuivasa showing footage of his injured leg is concerning. Yep.
Yeah.
Saw that. Ty limping at the weigh-ins. I did see that or not see. I did hear that, but I didn't see it. Tuivasa looked more out of shape now at 265.5. Not a good look for him. Drinking beer, coming from an injury as well. Sure.
Yep.
Marcin money line. Ty says he won't gas, but he will.
Yeah.
Can't trust Ty's knee because he's something similar to Aspinall. Maybe.
Where he just throws a couple kicks, stuff, just Derek Minner, James Krause style.
Tuivasa coming from an injury, always drinking beer, and probably got in camp this week. This dude wants to go to boxing like Tyson or bare knuckle. Yep. Ty coming off injury.
Yep.
Tybura sub or decision. I like that. Only a month ago. Let's see. Why be so open about injuries? So strange to me. Agreed. Alex 10-8 Marcin, but got round 2 and 3 to pull the upset. Ooh, here we go.
He did not get 10-8. That was a 10-9. It was close.
Knee injury so recently kills athleticism, gives Tybura a target. Agreed.
Plus, if you're trying to take somebody down and they can't post on that knee and bounce on it and do all the stuff you need to do.
Yep. If this Ty was the only one who knocked out Lewis, I would pick him, but he's not the same.
Yeah, true that. So I'm saying that's when he was on his title run. That's when it was Ty. He's living in Dubai. I don't know. He might still be. I doubt it because he's always smoking weed and you ain't in Dubai smoking weed. But he was like living there, training there, healthy as shit. All that, man.
Ty
I went to In-N-Out Burger out west this
You
weekend.
like it?
Yeah, I've been there one other time, but it's fire. Yeah.
Do you have Five Guys around you?
Yeah.
I think Five Guys and In-N-Out Burger is like the same. Just me.
Yeah, pretty good. I like Five Guys too. I like their French fries.
Yeah, they do have good fries. I will say that. I flipped the Tybura, but I worry if they're clinched, Ty can get an elbow before the knee comes into play.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, if you bet Tybura, because like I was thinking about it. This is before I knew all the knee stuff, but like it's like, bro, it's so dangerous to bet both of these guys. One of them is going to look minus 500 pretty much. Mm-hmm. And like I try to I'm going to stay away from them kind of fights because usually like it's so tough. It's just tough. So one of their styles is going to work.
Tyler says you straight up don't need a meniscus at all. There you go. He's fought without it. Tyler.
The meniscus.
That's right.
That's what. Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yo, that's crazy.
If you want to pick Ty, just go round 1 or round 2 KO. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Yeah.
He's living and training in Sydney. I'm pretty sure. There you go.
Yeah, because he was on it. Like I said, he was living in Dubai straight. Yep. And then he fought Cyril Gane. I know he was living there then, but yeah.
And Grateful Dude, what's up, man? He said Tybura looks like he's having or taking the fight more seriously, or Tybura is than Ty. Yeah, for sure. You could just say that. I'll agree with you. Like, yeah, I agree.
For sure.
Ty by KO or I'm a goofy. Well, yeah, I agree with you as well. We got 450 people here. That's awesome.
Amazing, man.
Finished up all of our breakdowns and all bets that we're looking at. We appreciate everybody showing up, hanging out with us. Give us a follow on Twitter. Give us a follow on YouTube. And smash that like button if you're on YouTube as well. So, Cody, let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, YouTube, obviously, Blood Money MMA Bets, and then on X, Twitter, Instagram, Blood Money MMA Bets. I got my Patreon, the Layer Cake Patreon. It's $10 a month. Get all my early bets and all that stuff. And other than that, just find me here hanging out, posting some bet slips and stuff throughout the week.
Right on. Yep. Defend your units right here. You can find us
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday nights and Friday nights as well. We do this every week. We always have guests here, but he had to leave a little early. That's why you might not see him. But you can find me at JohnnyKpicks on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I also have a Patreon as well, $5.99 a month on that. Check that out too. And we have a ladder challenge as well that we're going. We're on step 2, which is going to be what was it? Mike Davis and
Brian Battle.
That's our parlay.
We give that out Wednesday night, and then we'll post it also throughout the week. Yes. But we may be posting it before our Wednesday night show because we want to start beating line movement with it a little bit. Because we had another one we liked really well that would have worked, and then
we would have killed that line movement.
Yeah. So look out for that, dude. That's why, man, people was giving me crap about betting Kennedy at minus 480 or whatever.
It's like 700 now, or 625 now, but he should be though. Let's be honest.
There's a ton of there was a ton of value. Like just with Jeff Alfialo from minus 170 down to minus 109 saved me like $185 on a bet. But yeah, Layer Cake Discord too.
That's right.
Dude, I got so much stuff going on that a lot of stuff.
It's crazy. All right, guys, we appreciate, like I said, we appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. And we will see you next week on Wednesday night when we break down UFC, what was it, 89 now? UFC Vegas 89?
Yeah.
These numbers are getting crazy. And I'll admit that card looks disgusting.
Yeah. UFC
what do you
Vegas,
think about, we'll do a little preview real quick. What do you think about that? Disgusting?
Yeah, you know what? It's disgusting, but I like a lot of money lines. Like I like some bets on it. Like I like.
I'm gonna have to. I haven't really dove. I just looked at it and I'm just like, gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have some 3 to 4 bets I'm gonna be posting later tonight that I'm gonna make after this.
Okay, there you go. So, yeah, I'm gonna dive in a little bit, maybe tonight and tomorrow, especially, and then put out my video on Sunday as I always do. So,
yeah.
All right, guys, take care. Good luck on your bets, everybody, and go Dargarian. Let's go.